shouts of the Vallaki villagers from the town square, coupled with the ravenous snarling of what is likely newly made vampire spawn. The party is left to assume that there is a massacre currently occurring in the town of Vallaki. Irina and Ismark, other new friends they recently made, likely caught up in the fray. The party must act quickly to decide what to
do. What happening? What happening?
It would seem the town is tearing itself apart.
They've been played. Now it's the time to escape this red tide.
Where shall we go, though?
Well, we have 2 passengers to grab along the way, and I suggest, as others have said before, I think, the church where we should have made some holy bones. Quite fortuitous.
Seems at least the closest place to take shelter while we form a solid plan.
And now we do also have the plan in the city, so that should help us find the quickest way out of the view as well.
Is there like fire and buildings burning and people killing each other, or do we just hear screams, or like what's that all about? What's going on there?
Yeah, you definitely don't see, like the town on fire or anything so dramatic as such, but you definitely can hear the sounds of what sounds like, vampires ripping apart innocent people in the town, and all throughout it, really, but most dense in the town square. And you do hear some shouts and some voices in the distance in the town square as well.
Okay.
So, sort of towards where we have to go in order to get to the inn, get our friends, and haul ass to the back and into the church.
I like that plan. Whatever we do, we should move quickly.
Indeed. Let us make haste. I dare not meet these fresh, ravenous creatures firsthand just yet.
To inn. Get friends. He starts jogging off. His dreads bouncing and predator-like, chasing Arnold Schwarzenegger fashion.
Oh yeah, we don't have our paladin friend anymore.
Ooh. Here one day, gone next.
He's just like, what? Vampires? Ah!
They're not room on front line for more than one. Gragnar. Need room operate. Elbow room. Felt cramped.
You see that Wraith is following along, yeah, but a little bit less close to the group, as though he's like, what have I gotten myself into? He's kind of like doing his own thing. In terms of traveling with the party, he's definitely staying straggling back, maybe at the back of the pack. Not really close to anybody, or trying to endear himself to anybody. He moves in the direction of the church.
Well, we ought to as well.
Yeah,
And we are the Telspire. I'm just making sure it's still like loading, right? I'm not missing
Yeah.
something.
It took forever, yeah.
Okay.
I exited and came back in, and everything was loaded.
Oh, okay. Okay. I shall do that.
Well, Aaron, the good news is your daughter's not in this town right now.
I hope not.
I'm sure we would have found her if she was here. Let's keep hope, friend.
I do believe we'll need allies in order to make it through this. It might be worth seeing how Wachter fared.
Oh, who knows? Maybe she found the light after all. As long as it's not at the bottom of a glass of wine.
Her and her people seem to be absent from the event.
Did you exit all the way out of Tailspire, or did you just go to main menu and back in?
I was went to the main menu.
Okay.
Pro tips.
The proiest of pro tips.
Oh, well, I mean, do as others do. That's usually what works,
okay.
right?
I think I was just in a different version, a different area of the map, like a dumbass.
No, it was
Yeah.
probably my fault. You guys probably got in there, then I loaded it, then it wasn't loading for you because of that, I think. I think that...
Is my mini in the map?
It looks like his mini's in an unloaded area
Let's see here. Let me make sure we
It's
get
taking me over
Kragnar.
where the attic was.
I gotcha. My bad. I should have checked on that.
Yeah, you
It's
might
fine.
have to yank him out of there.
I got
As
you
he's
covered.
in limbo
I got
for
you covered.
Kragnar.
Good call on him being in the attic, too.
God, I forgot that he hadn't moved before.
Kragnar, I'm just going to put you near
Nobody got me. I'm still watching attic.
the inn. That's where you guys are going?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're at the inn, yeah.
All right. I have some
Okay,
work. I
good.
have some work to do as far as cleanup in the inn.
I was saying, it looks like it did before. It's completely untouched. We found safe haven.
You want us to wait outside, or?
Yeah, you're okay. You guys could be in there.
All
You're
right.
just gonna see people just popping out of the midair. Don't mind that.
Don't mind the Don't mind the man behind the curtain.
In just everyday life. Oh no, Gavin Rad. I thought for sure he'd be a part of this.
You can't always
Nah.
predict what direction the party's gonna take right away. I figured you guys would either go to the church or right to the town square. You're like, we need to go to the bar. But hey, this is always be prepared is the rule, and I jacked that one up a little bit. That's all right.
That's a good.
You do see Bray running around still in there. A few other probably barflies that you may have seen in there once before, as well as DeLuca. But neither of the patrons of the bar or the other son is anywhere to be found. There is also one Vallaki guard standing looking terrified, shaking and shivering inside the bar.
Well, Oldman Bray.
Corvus is here at the bar as well. He ran ahead in wild form. And he tells the party he hasn't seen Irina or Ismark. And asks them what we should do.
What of the barkeep? Where is Irwin?
Shark's gonna go towards DeLuca and well, actually, I signify to Gragnar to follow. You'll see his leading waiting.
For as tough as DeLuca is, she does look visibly shaken as you walk up to her.
Yeah, maybe DeLuca might know.
DeLuca, have you seen our friends Irina and her brother?
Smart.
I not see them. I not see anything. I just hear screams and shouts, people flooding into the bar. They tell me they're killing each other out there. I peek outside the doors just before... Well... They took Bram. They took him right out from in front of the front doors. He was standing there, watching the festival, one moment, and the next moment gone.
Fuck.
That's a terrible news. Alright, so we're gonna keep looking for our friends. I strongly suggest you bar every window and door you have in this place and answer to nobody.
Oh, and if you have any wine labeled Grape Mash number 3, get rid of it.
Pour it down the drain.
She looks at you and says, "Why?"
It's vampire blood. This is what's turning people.
She turns to her right. You see 3 kegs stacked behind the bar, each of them stamped with a label. She turns in just utter shock and fear, looking around at some of the bar flies. My God. Kind of does like a self-check, looking around at each of them. I don't think any of them ordered it tonight here.
Well, that is good fortune. I would destroy those casks as soon as possible.
One final question. Am I to assume that Irwin went after Brahm?
He heard the commotion first and ran out before me. I did not see what happened to him. Only Brahm was left. But the lady, she followed. I think she's signifying his wife.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Alright. The next most... go ahead.
We need... Bismarck and Irina probably go too. I hear screaming. We should help.
Yeah, that sounds like them a lot. You're right, big guy. Alright. Everybody ready?
Affirmative grunt.
Where are we going?
In the jaws of darkness. Straight in the middle of it.
With Danica, Irwin, Brahm, Ismark, Irina, so many of your newly found friends missing, it would seem there is only one thing to do, exactly.
Let's go to the town square.
Jaws.
Gets out of jav. Switch to javelin mode.
Artemine
Shovel
draws
mode.
his rapier and lights it.
Throw javelin far.
So what do we see in
is
the
the
square?
As the party approaches the square, they see a curious and macabre scene. Town is utter mayhem. Some villagers lying disemboweled, others completely eviscerated. Their blood forming in pools like so much water after the rain. Some of the bodies are missing the heads. A group of 7 of the blood-sucking fiends stand in the center of the square surrounding Irina and what looks to be a wounded Ismark. You recognize some of the vampires: Marco, Ivanka, and David, back in the flesh, albeit undead. Revived from their coffins, they stand looking hungrily at Irina. The same moment you arrive, what looks to be some sort of humanoid raven mix comes swooping down in between Irina and the bloodsuckers. His hair is stark white, contrasting his dark feathery body and massive raven wings. Let me drop this guy for you guys. And that is not the right mini, but it's gonna have to do for now.
I was gonna say Irwin. Dun dun dun.
So the vampire-y looking one is not the vampire.
He's a were-raven.
Okay, got it.
That might
Okay.
be confusing.
No. Just the opposite. Just do the opposite. What about the mariachi band guy back here?
The guy in the black hat, yeah, he's definitely a vampire.
Okay.
If it helps, you can tab to see their names.
Oh,
When
You can get a lot of villager names, though. Sorry.
So when Terok enters and sees the scene, he's going to scream, Arena! Like trying to catch her attention.
She looks and notices you all standing there and seems to have, a mild look of relief on her face, but still amidst a sticky situation, to say the very least. Covered and matted in God knows whose blood. Probably some of her brothers and perhaps some of the other town members.
He's going to scream, wait for us, we're coming to you! And then I'm going to go ahead and try to, let's go forward.
Faintly at first, in the nearby distance from above you, hearing the trotting of what sounds like footsteps on the thatch roof following you, you hear the pff, pff, pff sound of someone walking. And as you go, start to jog or run towards Irina, the sound of someone leaping off with that final pff, the source of noise sailing through the air and landing on the ground in the center of the town square amidst the bloody chaos.
Uh-oh.
You see what looks like an old priest. He's bearing a cross in one hand, a stake in the other. Screwed across his back is a crossbow.
Sweet.
And he stands
Like more.
behind the vampires, seemingly unbeknownst to them. They haven't seemed to notice him. They seem focused on Irina and Ismark, kind of circling in on their prey. One of the vampires, Marco, is banging on one of the doors of a nearby building, trying to break entry. And finally, He calls out, just a sort of war cry, into the center of the town square and gets the vampire's attention. David turns kind of mockingly to him and just says, "And who are you supposed to be?" The man stands proudly and pulls from behind his back something that was strewn across his belt, or perhaps tied to his belt. It's hard to see what it is at first. Looks like a bloody sack of some kind. Kind of gripping his stake in between his armpit. He starts smiling and pulls out a head of a vampire spawn. And he says, "My name is Father Albright, but I'm not here to tell silly tales or play silly games." He tosses the head of the vampire spawn so it lands directly at David's feet. "I'm here to slay all of you godless sons of bitches." And he hurls a stake in the direction of David, which strikes him directly in the shoulder, narrowly missing his heart.
All right.
Everyone
Proper
roll for
time.
initiative.
Vampire Hunter. Fuck yeah. That's literally my notes right now.
Vampire Hunter, fuck yes.
Seems like every vampire hunter in the multiverse should be converging on this place.
Ah, I didn't roll a 0 this time.
Congratulations.
Fuck yeah. Kragnar over here rolling a nat 20.
Ragnar Natty.
I'm still faster than him, though.
Natty light.
Seriously, that swashbuckler initiative is just fucking insane.
Take the alert feat when you get a minute, or you get a chance to.
I got other ideas. But yeah, it'd be fucking great. I already got +8.
I'll never forget GMW having a +16 to initiative.
Jesus.
So I roll
16
these.
was a bit excessive.
As I roll these initiatives, you hear one of the townsfolk call out to seemingly another one, but it's not another one, it's actually one that's turned. Brothers Soldar and Yevgeny that you saw earlier in the bar a few sessions ago now found themselves on opposite ends of a battle here. One of them turned into something horrific.
No, not Yevgeny.
He's
Blood.
not looking too hot.
Yeah,
I
blood
guess
blood drips from his mouth and onto his chest, smeared all over him. He looks like an absolute savage, completely rabid, his jaw hanging open, his features hung and low as he stares angrily at his brother. "Yevgeny! Come! Meet my axe and face your fate like a man, even though you can't call yourself that anymore," he says tearfully, knowing he will have to end his brother's life. Or become what he has become. As I roll 15 more initiatives. I'm gonna just keep narrating these as we go. You have some also interesting folks staggering around the crowd that you probably noticed now that the key players are out of the way. In the distance, you do see a small child stumbling in the chaos. but it's not a child, in fact.
Oh my god.
Hidden vampire, no.
Brahm
Oh, man.
Fucking
has small fangs protruding from his top and bottom of his mouth, blood dripping from both of them. A small smear of blood on his hand and on his shirt, looking like a playful child still, but all of the innocence is certainly gone from him.
Well, whoever gave him the wine really done messed up.
Tarak's gonna be seeing flashes of fury just at the idea of that.
No.
man.
Whoever's responsible for this is gonna have to pay your price.
We're gonna have to institute a drinking age in Vallaki.
Goddamn Strahd, ruin it for everyone.
Seriously, he did.
You're not sure what bit at the small boy, but you do see the puncture wounds on his neck. What looks like 4 large marks.
Oh, okay, he got drank. I feel less bad then.
Wait until you have to plunge your sword into him, though.
And you hear the voice of what sounds like Erwin Mardukov come from the were-raven beast that landed in front of Irina, standing between her and the vampires in a protective fashion. You will stay away from her. She is innocent. She is innocent in this. If you want war with Vallaki, you may have war with someone who has lived here many years and will stand to defend it. Erwin also pulls what looks like an old saber from his side, drawing it sort of in a brandishing sort of way, letting the vampires know he's not absent skill.
Yeah. Raven people represent. That guy
My name
looks pretty
implies
cool.
I am a Raven people, so I shall find solidarity with you regardless.
Oh yeah, of course, we're all Raven people.
All right, as long as you're inclusive, all right?
Oh hell yeah.
We're gonna start some turn the
I
elves
am not a-
racism back on them.
I am not a Raven people, but I stand with you in solidarity nonetheless.
Artemine is giving Corvus the biggest stink eye right now. Specifically remembered fucking-
Corvus didn't even notice if he did.
talking mad shit about how A, Artemine couldn't actually see this happening, and B, that there's no way that Raven people would be involved. Do you see now? The Raven Queen's eyes are unblinking.
All right. Calm down. Just because, and also keep in mind, he did mention he's been here a long time, so it's not like the Raven Queen just sent these Raven people.
DM
My
Gannicus
powers of
said,
observation are strong.
My powers of observation, they're absolute.
Yes.
There's
I
no
heard
escaping
what
it.
you
I can perceive you.
Tarak is just like under his breath, like his wings are so cool. I'm jealous.
My
Mhm.
passive investigation is 18. I can passively investigate you.
Me and my boys are gonna mess you up. I rolled a 1.
Sorry. Sorry for the super slow intro. You guys are all good to go, Tarak. That should be you at top of the order.
All right, so I'm going to use bonus action dash and move my distance here. And I'm going to cast let's say to David, who looks to be pretty close to the arena, and I'm going to tell that guy, here, I got a list I got to look into.
Let's hear it.
All right. So I'm going to say, hey, you there, whose shrine did you piss on to get a curse with a face like that? What vicious mockery. And so he has to do a wisdom save 14. I'll roll for damage. He misses it. He misses. And takes, oh nice, 8 points of psychic damage when that insult just tears through his heart.
Quite the sting.
I'm done. That's my whole thing.
I love how that does psychic damage. It's so funny.
Fucking.
Emotional damage.
That's exactly it.
Low health enemy, it's just their mind collapses. They're dead. Like, so
Oh,
dead.
man. His body's just laying there, right?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. What was that? Something just laying there?
I mean, his body's just laying there.
Oh.
Right?
Who's
Loot that body. Loot that body.
Oh shit! You got me again. I wasn't expecting it. It took me like 2 seconds to get the first one. It took me 10 seconds to get the second one. I'm heavily in the zone right now. I apologize.
All
Yeah,
good.
buddy.
We're fucking trolling right now.
I mean, Ismar could be looted. There's a
I hope
lot.
not.
There's a lot of bodies just laying there too that could be looted.
I feel like Irina would stab you to death if you tried it.
Probably.
There's a chance, yeah. Hey, big guy, your turn.
It should be
Ragnar.
Ragnar up. Yep.
All right. Kragnar pulls out the jav, takes a full running approach. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and will chuck the jav on the final throw. He bonus action frenzied rages too. And he will throw it at Marco, trying to hit him and pin him to the door with his jav throw, which goes. It's a bullet. It's a bullet throw. He's not trying to arc this thing. This is straight and low jab chuck. Cancels out long range and advantage as he uses a reckless attack, and he will chuck the jab from long distance. Let's get all the. Hold on a second. I got to update my. Okay. So, turning on rage damage. Okay. Yep. All right. There we go. Jav. Ooh. The jab goes wide.
Oof.
It does, but it just sails right into the door. Just plunk. Easy to recover.
He continues running. Preparing for next round.
Does Reckless attack give advantage?
Necklace, yep. And they have advantage on attacks against you.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like he rolled with advantage.
Because I'm at long range. The javelins have a 30-foot.
I thought you said it canceled it
Short
out.
range.
Okay.
Is that 120 foot?
Yep.
His advantage canceled out the disadvantage he would have gotten
Mhm.
throwing it out of
I
range.
see.
Yep.
What's 14 times 5?
A number.
70?
Less
Sounds
than
like you bet.
120.
Oh, that's the max range. 120 is max range. It's 30-foot
Okay, gotcha.
regular range and 120 max. So
I forgot about that. I don't often shoot or throw things.
Indeed.
David and Father Albright, like right away, begin to kind of engage with one another after this action takes place. David's hissing at him at the moment, and Father Albright's just kind of circling, getting closer and closer to him. And as he's doing so, he's drawing from his hip a large whip that you see there. It's beet red, and as he slowly starts to unfurl it, he's smiling and taunting David. You really want to go down this road then, boy? See your friend's head right there at your feet. Oh, it's gonna happen to you next, right? Maybe I'll spare you and just stake you right through the heart. David just again scowling, hissing at this, and right at the moment, he's sort of finishing his context there, or his conversation there. He cracks the whip in the direction of David, and it wraps around David's neck, and he slowly starts to choke the life out of David.
Damn.
Or choke the holy undead out of David, we'll say. That is 12 damage.
I feel like Father Albright should be Father Belmont.
Ivanka takes a break from filling herself with some poor villager's blood, just drenched in, from chin to waist. Her dress is just now a purple violet. Once was a nice royal blue. Turns and sees Tarak standing there, and just leaps at him, not taking a moment to charge across the ground, but simply leaping off the ground in freakish form, flying some 30 feet in his direction, finally landing like a cat pouncing at her prey. Gonna take a swipe.
With disadvantage.
And that is a 14.
Misses.
You just slide under the guard, wary of her blow coming. One of the guards of Vallaki, but looking rather altered, begins to walk forward, armed with what looks to be not only his sword, but the bloody sword of perhaps one of his fallen brothers. Perhaps someone killed himself.
Homie's trying to step up.
Dark's just gonna look at Ivanka and go like, I don't need any side bitch. I got my main girl right over there. Right?
All right.
Yeah, it's your turn. Sorry about that, I was muted. I just said he sprinted forward. Looks like his intent is to attack Irina. But before he can act, it's your turn.
You're good. Aaron's gonna lift his left hand and do the rotation to create the magic circle. Push his right hand through. There's 3 bands of sigils and runes and glowing energy. And then extend his right hand forward and let out a torrent of dark gray fog with sickly green energy in the direction of Irina, and it's going to stop right next to her and kind of coalesce. And I'll say, come forth and summon a putrid spirit.
Ooh. Stinky ghost.
Yes. And Tarok, you would smell rotting flesh and death.
More than usual? I'm used to staying next to you, buddy.
Way more than usual.
Lovely.
And that'll be my turn, and then my summoned creature takes its turn immediately after mine. So with that, I'll have it make an attack on Irina. I mean, Ivanka. Is she engaged with Tarok?
Yeah, she's within 5 feet. She didn't go forward.
attacked him.
Yeah, me.
Okay. That'd be flank rules, right? Get advantage on that.
If you're talking gun, we can't hear you.
It's, hope it helps.
I'm trying to see where you are running up behind her. Are you trying to like run up behind her here, or?
Yeah, that's where I summoned.
He
Yeah,
summoned
summoned
a
my- Yeah. Some of my
He's got a
putrid
spirit.
Gotcha.
dead behind her.
Nice. We gotta do something about that. Sorry, just distractimulated.
That's alright. Come on, man. I come up with these awesome descriptions of my spells for you.
Oh, I heard the awesome description. I thought it was pretty awesome myself. But we gotta make him worthy of that description now.
What spell was it? Animate Dead or which one was it?
Summon undead.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Oh, it sounds the same. And when you get to summon it, you don't need to target a corpse.
Correct.
Better. Although corpses are readily available, let's be honest.
Does a 22 hit?
It does.
Okay, so that would be
And yeah, this would definitely be advantage.
Can vampire spawns be poisoned?
Nah. I mean, I'm not seeing it on their list of resistances, so... It should be necrotic and poison, but it only says necrotic.
Look not a gift horse in the mouth.
None of them say it. That's weird. I'd say that would have to be a balanced decision. I don't know.
You'd have to make the call on the fly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, if they can be poisoned, I also need her to make a Constitution saving throw and beat a 16. Because the Putrid Undead has an aura of poisoning.
How large is that aura?
That is an interesting undead you have there.
Yeah. Am I affected by the aura too?
It's only 5 foot.
Oh, okay, good.
And you said there was a con save?
Deck.
Dex save.
Con save.
Con save. Got it.
Yeah.
Ah.
That'll do it. Alright, so 7 damage. Slashing damage. And that is the end of my Putrid Undead's turn.
You see the rip appear across the clothing and flesh, but no reaction.
Too bad it doesn't have magical weapons.
Yeah.
It should be my turn, I believe.
Yep, sorry about that.
Yeah, kinda fucked everything up there.
No,
Nah,
that's
it's
my
alright.
fault. That's my fault. I was hot on the gun with the hotkey.
Did you mean that you made yourself a real Yevgeny Malkin?
Uh-huh.
Hockey joke.
Alright, Corvus clutches his little sprig and begins to whisper, and as he completes his spell, he makes a loud whistling noise, and the wolves appear. For DM, I've got one next to me. You could maybe just copy and paste it. And he'll be all 8. He'll represent all 8 for now. And they are going to run over, and Corvus directs them to engage over in the center and defend Irina. And so all of them are going to strike out at Marco. Yeah, Marco. So the wolves are taking up space in the center. And they're going to all take a spin.
Hella rolls incoming.
Yeah, it really is.
And just like me, the higher level you get, the more shit you can come.
Yeah, gonna copy paste this. Alright, first one is 14. Marco, I'm guessing that was a hit.
That is
Yeah,
a miss.
Second one misses. 20. Does 20 hit?
The 20 does hit.
Alright.
What is an 18?
And that was the damage die? Oh, D4. That was decent. Alright, Marco gets hit for 5 by the third wolf. Fourth wolf attacks. That's a miss. Fifth wolf hits for 22. Deals 8 on that one. And 3 more wolves attack as well. That one hits. Nice. Alright. I really wish it remembered my previous command. I'll add this up after I'm done, for your convenience. And that's the last one, 17 hits.
Yep.
Alright. Those are all the wolf's attacks, and Corvus...
There's a lot of hits in there.
Yeah, actually there are.
Mhm.
I think half of them hit. What was I going to do? I forgot what I was going to do with my own bonus action. He is going to just move in and support Terok and take a swing against Ivanka with his offhand. For 7 on Ivanka, and then I'll add up the ones against Marco here. But that's the end of my turn. I'll let you know what it was.
Cool.
Dog pile on Eva.
$36 against Marco. Nice.
Now we just got to keep up the pressure with some radiant damage.
Mm-hmm. That's a sound strategy, my friend.
David choking, grasping for air, trying to free himself of Father Albright's whip, begins to peel the whip around his neck and unravel it quickly as Father Albright fights to pull it back before he can pull him forward with it. Sort of like in a game of tug of war, Father Albright plants his heels in the dirt and, struggling so, begins to slide forward towards the vampire as he clutches arm after arm, hand after hand, or hand over hand, I should say, at the rope, pulling him closer and closer.
That's so cute, boy.
Right at the kind of final moment, once he gets within melee range, Father Albright just drops the whip out of his hand, smiling and drawing his crossbow from behind his back. At the same time, Marco lunges forward, trying to strike, and Father Albright's going to take a little attack of opportunity here as David is also trying to attack. Let's see.
David has this.
David's attack first. David strikes, swinging his hand down in the direction of Father Albright, smashing the crossbow out of his hands.
But he has disadvantage on attack rolls because he got a nice tongue lashing earlier.
Ooh.
Nice.
In that case, we'll reverse that. He does not smash the crossbow out of his hand, and in that case, we'll say Father Albright draws the crossbow successfully, pulling it from behind his back, and you see what looks like a small silver bolt goes streaming out of the mechanism, but flies past David and in the air in the direction of maybe someone's roof. Hopefully not some small person carting some apples around the town. If there's any of those alive.
They're short, fuck them.
My Granny Smiths!
Yevgeny cries out, lashing out at his brother, and he's going to try and make a attack with his suddenly disgustingly and obscenely overgrown sharp nails, which slice across Soldar's face, adding new scars to the wreckage that was his war-torn face before. For a total of 6 damage on Soldar.
Oh boy. Alright, Artemine. Sword already drawn, already lit up in flames. Gonna start, like, hipping up as he runs into combat. Begin a blade song, death spins and whatnot. And moves as far as he can. Just before he comes to a halt, there's like a definite shift in the color and intensity of the flames on his blade to more of a pure white blue as he casts Spirit Shroud and has the radiant damage kind of inhabiting his blade. Yeah. But that's my turn. Actually, wait, sorry. That's not what I was trying to fucking do. My bad. It's the mirror image. Same thing though. Nothing actually happens. Just a bunch of copies around me. I didn't actually have the action economy to cast that.
No worries.
Marco is surrounded by wolves. He's gonna have a hard time.
Marco vaults upwards, that again, a freakish show of strength and athleticism as he reaches the top of the roof.
Goddamn vampires.
You had to say something.
Those wolves get reactions.
Yeah, nipping and snarling at his feet, I would say at least 2 of them nearby would get reactions.
Something is it magical damage? Is it summons?
Corvus. Yeah, look at that. Solid.
Only one of shits. Are you on mute, Gun?
Oh, I was just waiting for him to finish his rolls. I saw a couple more coming through and some typing still on there. Just didn't know if he had anything left. You got 7, 8, and 6.
No, Corvus, you're muted. If you're trying to talk.
Oh, I was the one muted. God damn it.
Move, X-Lax.
Each one is
I
turn.
thought someone else was muted. I assumed I was being heard. That was weird. My bad. That's 13.
Oh yeah, I'm same page. You're just calcing the damage.
Yeah, I described some stuff, but I was muted. I thought someone else was muted. My bad.
No worries. Alright, if that's the end of your turn, it would be vampire spawn 1 up.
Looks like Marco literally got chased up a tree like a cat. Thought he's supposed to be a bat.
Oh fuck! I gotta. Man, if I didn't have to hit the girl next to me, I would so do a fucking vicious mockery with that one. That would have been awesome.
There's always next turn.
You see another adolescent, not quite as young as Brahm, but teenage, come from around one of the side walls of the town square. His face is also dripping blood, splattered all around his chest and clothing. He stares hungrily on at the scene in front of him and moves forward some 15 or 20 feet into the battle.
What a cool looking mini.
He does look vampiric.
Oh, yeah.
Of the insane sort.
We're gonna have some vampire children to deal with.
He looks like he got his face ripped off. I dig it.
Fucking Brahm, man, that sucks so hard in small child vampire.
There's a lot of action going on right here.
Unlike the others, you see that Brahm doesn't, look to be quite as crazed. Seems more so rather surprised. He does have blood dripping from his mouth and on his chest and face, but he doesn't have that evil look in his eyes that matches the rest of the vampires. He stands there looking bewildered. Erwin is going to reel around seeing his son and immediately look to try and shelter his son. As he does so and turns his back to his son, trying to stand in between him and the mayhem that's behind him. His son lunges forward and bites at his feathers.
Oh.
You hear Erwin cry out arching his back in pain. As the son bites the father.
Fuck, dude. My homie.
So, seeing that Ivanka is pretty well taken care of, Terak is just gonna glance at her. Oh, and what's that? Massive damage. And he's just gonna go, "Sorry, lady, I got a date with another one." I'm gonna stab her in the face with his rapier. Does an 18 hit.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be that. So that's going to be 8 plus my sneak attack damage. So that's going to be 15 damage, magical. And because he's got those swashbuckler feet, he can move after hitting somebody without getting any reaction, attack of opportunity. And it's just going to go like, "Arena, are you okay?"
As you slice across her face, you see you expose some of the jawbone, some of the fang, making a more horrifying look on Ivanka's face. And Irina just looks at you and looks at Ivanka, just utterly horrified. She looks like she's in shock. You get no response.
I improved her face, that's what I did. Alright. That's my whole time.
No.
Ragnar, after throwing the javelin mid-run, does the draw the great axe move sort of like William Wallace does in Braveheart during the charge where he pulls out the great sword. So it's a mid-run great axe run holding over his head, and then he just wildly leaps in the air and tries to slash it down on the collarbone of the blue-haired Ivanka. So he can move well enough to even the last bit of it, he does like some crazy roll and like turns up behind her like this. He pulls out the great axe and strikes. All right. Using my great weapon master feat and attacking recklessly. And frenzying. It's all of that. Probably some saliva. To the 15 hit.
You got flanking. You don't need reckless attack.
Am I flanked? Because I guess. Oh,
flanked.
That 15 is going to miss.
Okay, alright. So I will attack again.
Just rolling the same dice. Jeez. That happened to me too. Twice.
Alright, I got 2 more shots at this. Yar.
Advantage is not liking us tonight.
17.
That'll hit.
Okay, dealing out a whopping 22 slashing damage.
That's perfect.
And then he musters his strength for a third and final strike as a bonus action. Again, these are all GWMs. I don't think I'm ever not going to roll it. A 21 to hit for 27 more.
Noise.
God.
That is a
You gotta
big
be
chunk of
looking raggedy
damage.
now.
Oh. And that's Kragnar. He's frenzying right now.
Only an undead creature could withstand such attacks, as the blunt force trauma that is affected to this vampire as Kragnar unleashes his anger and fury upon him is truly a grotesque sight to behold. And it is Father Albright's turn.
Miss Collarbone Strike. Must work on accuracy.
Yeah, Corvus definitely gets splattered with blood on that one. Probably Artemine too.
Likely.
This crossbow now drawn, Father Albright seems intent on continuing to use it, and quickly, with lightning speed for what looks to be a mid-40s, perhaps 50s something human, loads the crossbow and fires it. But perhaps in too much haste, again misses, as he's still within the grasps of David. And Ivanka, reacting to all that seems to be swirling around her now, is going to take both of her hands outstretched, sort of almost like in a cross-like fashion, but probably not intentionally at all. She is going to spin in a whirlwind and strike. Let's see here. We'll say Kragnar and Corvus.
And since I was flanking, I did not use Reckless. Just FYI.
Good call.
FYI.
No retaliation would hurt.
I'm not getting out of this unscathed. I'm getting scathed, I'm sure.
Me neither.
Oh, crit.
A 26 to Kragnar and a 29 to Corvus.
Yeah, you're gonna re-roll that 20. I'm gonna silvery barb that one.
26 hits Kragnar.
I would have got doubled, yeah.
Oof.
That's what. That's why I got it.
I'll start rolling damage.
Yeah. No one's got AC that high.
And just this is the damage for Kragnar, and this is the damage for Corvus. It looks like it's the same, 2 11s.
Yeah. Wow.
Do you have to do a concentration save?
Oh yeah,
And-
yes I do. I don't.
And what's the damage type? Is it
This
slashing or
is
necrotic?
actually bludgeoning damage.
Okay, all right.
And someone said something about concentration save. I didn't hear the first part though because the rock solo that's going on in Tailspire was
Alright,
getting
how do I
real sick for a
actually do
second.
concentration save from D&D Beyond.
I missed the first half of it again. Goddamn it, rock solo. I'm gonna turn the music down real quick.
Yeah, it's just
Just roll a d20, and if you get more than 10, you're fine.
you would
Oh.
roll a Constitution
Is
saving
that
throw.
really all? Okay. I
You
thought it
also
was
add your
complicated.
Constitution modifier as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. D20 with Constitution modifier. That helps. Thank you. Why isn't there a button for that?
I think there is.
It is. It's a con. It's a
Yeah,
con
it's
save.
just, there's just
It's a
there's
con
just
save.
the con button.
Okay.
That's sometimes why
That
spellcasters
would've
will
helped.
take resilient.
Oh.
Like when I play my druid, I'll take resilient con because
Yeah.
then she is proficient in con saves.
If it makes you
Okay,
feel
I
any
thought
better,
it was
Dan,
different
after
from
you
the
asked that
conjuring.
question, I was immediately going to say that, but it took us we got there, you know.
It's fine.
Also
Well,
need
you're
to-
good. Wolves
so-
are still up.
Yeah. Looks like I passed.
I also need Ivanka to make a con save.
Oh. How much was it? 8 damage. Oh, what?
I thought for a second, 11 damage, that's not that much. And I look at my HP, I'm like, yeah, no, that's pulling me.
1/3.
And that is a 5 from Ivanka on that
Ooh.
one.
She is now poisoned.
Disadvantage.
Fail.
Wow. Ivanka's poisoned.
You might have to tell him how much poison damage and all that.
They have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Yikes.
It actually doesn't
that would have
say in
helped
the
before.
text.
It doesn't do. Yeah, sometimes those arrows just give the condition; they don't do damage.
Yeah, it
Okay,
doesn't.
so it just
yeah,
debuff. Cool.
yeah, it doesn't particularly say the amount of damage.
I'm cool with automatic disadvantage.
Added the effect of Ivanka to Ivanka. That was supposed to be poison. Whoops. That's alright. I'll know Ivanka is poisonous, and she is now poisoned.
I'll remind you.
The bitch is so toxic. She just pointed to herself.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
You know that you're
This
toxic.
putrid undead is so toxic that it makes other undead poisoned.
Alright, we're gonna try this one more time. Oh, yeah!
It's kind of cool that it does something but doesn't do damage. That kind of makes sense.
Well, I just,
just wait until it comes back to my putrid undead's turn.
Oh, that's your putrid undead next to Ivanka. I would have been here then, so I wasn't getting putrefied. I didn't know that was him. Okay.
Alright, Father Albright did his thing, Ivanka did her thing, Corvus made his con save, Ivanka made her con save. It should be the Vampire Guard's turn now. Just to be sure I did this right here. Yeah, I thought so.
Yep.
This guy finally within range. Irina is going to rush forward, and he's going to try and swipe at her twice, once with each sword.
You son of a bitch. Leave my girl alone.
From her position, even kneeling on the ground beside her brother, looking rather vulnerable, Irina formidably strikes back as he comes forward, using offense on offense, smashing her sword into both blows, deflecting them easily, protecting her brother at the same time. Back, you devils! This angrily, and Aaron is up.
Alright, I'm gonna move up to
Ooh. Cool.
here. Reach out my hand. And this time I'm going to change. There we go. This time a sickly green and black energy comes from my right hand to this Vallaki guard, and it enters his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. And for a minute, nothing happens. And then I gesture my hand up and say, "Rise."
Eyes.
And he opens his eyes, and they're glowing yellow as I cast Animate Dead.
Ooh, yeah. We got one of those in our group, fellas.
Question for you, Gan. It looks like this guard is wearing gambeson and has a
Spell.
spear. How? Does the zombie have any
Oh,
bonuses from that? Like a bonus
you guys
to
check out
HP?
the Aaron mini.
That's got
I think it
fucking
makes sense for
slide
you to have his AC. Sorry
I
to interrupt you
screenshot
guys.
that shit. That was me interrupting.
Yeah, I think it makes sense to have his AC and the spear if you'd like him to have the spear for sure. He doesn't have to drop it or not be able to wield it. Considering you're, yeah, we'll just say yeah. I don't want to say anymore.
All right. So what is his AC? What's that stat block, basically?
His AC is 18. He rolls a d20 plus 6 for his spear or his pike. And that is 1d8 plus 3 damage.
8 plus 3. Sweet. Okay. And then 22. Alright. And it doesn't say anything about where it ends up in initiative order, so I'm assuming I need to roll its own initiative, if you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Let's see here. What do you want him to be named?
Just name him Zombie.
Okay.
Only one of them. Be easy to
Aaron
keep track
Zombie.
of for right now. Oh yeah, that's fine. Aaron Zombie. Should be easy to keep track of him for the time being. There's only one.
Also, the future ghost is named Artemine's Undead. It's
What a great name. Very creative. How very elven.
It's just a mini fight. This is just a mini off. Like, who can have the best mini?
It's just Aaron's, because I forgot to put quotes around it. That's my bad. Aaron's is now a 4 in initiative order. Rises. And that's where we're at currently, just for reference. And it should be Corvus up next, if that is the end of your turn, right?
That is the end of my turn, but my putrid undead goes immediately after me.
Awesome. I'll get that guy to rise, and I'm also going to give you control of him here just in a second. But I'd also like to change his mini real quick.
That
You
is
might have one morph in there.
Yeah.
I love morphs, dude.
Any
Such an
undead
awesome
looking
feature.
guard would be perfect.
Oh yeah, this is like the 17th or 18th iteration of Aaron that I went through.
Well, the results speak for themselves.
You know, I bet you they're gonna, in a few years, you'll have animation. You'll have real time animation of your character's attacks. It's gonna turn into Dungeons and Dragons could turn into a video game. Well, hold on, Baldur's Gate is almost there already. Like we're rapidly approaching that. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
1D&D actually, yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
The new.
We all know that Wizards is gonna fuck it up spectacularly.
Yeah, because I don't want to play a video game when I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. I want to play
So
an
the new,
imagination game.
Even that problem aside, the way
Still
they
be fucking
monetize
dope.
it will be my biggest concern.
Yes.
What were you saying, Simon?
the new version of 1D&D actually has the same thing as Delspire, and they actually have animations for some monsters and some spells in there.
Oh yeah, I was reading about that. That's pretty cool.
But it's going to be behind an insane paywall.
Yeah, not only that, come bother me when you have all creatures and all spells animated.
Yeah,
come bother me when you
as
can
long as-
customize it.
As long as it's, I don't mind the ones that make it more like based on the DM can host and the players don't have to play. It's when they make everybody play, or not like one person in the group, that people can kind of divide and conquer on that a little bit more than everybody has to pay some ridiculous subscription to have access to the cool content. That gets annoying.
That's exactly
Otherwise,
how
everyone in the group will have to
WotC
buy it, yeah.
That's exactly how WotC monetizes their stuff too.
If you could fully customize the spell graphics for each spell for each character, I might be okay with it. Otherwise, I like when people just fucking describe their spells.
Oh, they're gonna be selling mods. You gotta know it.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Alright,
a
anyway.
tool set where you have full control and can build your own campaigns, yeah. That's what they'd have to do if they want it to work.
But you should have control of that zombie now, and I think it is. Yeah, I think it is Corvus' turn.
Wait. Does a 15 hit?
15 hit.
Ivanka.
Oh, gotcha. What? How are rolls happening? How did I miss this?
Because immediately after me, my putrid undead goes.
Oh, I thought you made me roll for. Oh no, that's the putrid undead. Duh. We don't have an initiative for him. I was thinking of your zombie. That's my bad.
Yes.
Maybe we should roll
Yeah,
initiative
about
for him
that
too.
too.
But that's
If you
alright.
can somehow put him behind me in initiative order.
He's supposed to go right behind you, so that might be a little
Yeah.
bit trickier.
Yeah.
It just makes sense for him to just go right behind you, like you said. A 15 does not hit though.
All right, then that'll be that. Now
If you zoom in on Irina, it looks
You
like
just
she's
handle
carrying
summon on your
Ismark.
own turn, after your turn, whatever.
yeah, we'll just have to keep track of it.
Yeah, I tried to make it look like she was holding him. I was like, "Oh, that's
No,
perfect
yeah.
placement. Can't move
Yeah,
her now."
great. It's great. Yeah, I'm. Yep.
All right, now it's Corvus. It's Corvus
We'll be
down.
raising a lot of skeletons. Might as well save that one. Alright, Corvus is not wanting to lose his concentration, but, yeah, so he's gonna use his bonus action to Misty Step, on the top of this tree, like a ninja or something. Yeah. Elves love being in trees, and Corvus is no exception. And he is going to take a shot with his longbow against Ivanka, I guess. She's made him angry. Oh, I probably missed. No advantage for ranged, so yeah, 16.
That is gonna miss.
Alrighty, well, now it's wolf time. And
It's
yeah,
wolven. It's wolven time.
and it's very crowded over here in the center. So the wolves, some of the wolves are going to find their own targets. 3 of them are going to go and attack David because they are close to him, and the other 3 are going to attack Vampire Guard number 1, who are coming at Irina. Who's coming at Irina? So we'll do the attacks on David first. Oh, yeah, that is. Oh, that is. 16.
That is gonna
Never
miss.
mind. It's 22.
That will hit.
Oh, I missed a damage roll. What am I doing? I'm saying that didn't add up. Alright, 18 to David from the Wolves. And these are against the Vampire Guard.
Oh,
Crit.
I'm gonna silvery barb at them.
That's my attack. I'm attacking.
I'm
Why
kidding.
would you do that? Are you being funny?
He's literally Terracking, barding right now. He's like
yeah.
jabbing at you.
He barded you. He barded you. You got barded.
Mid attack too, man. Oh, it didn't break your concentration. You do see a slight smile probably cross the face of Corvus, I imagine, though.
And 24 against the Vampire Guard. Wolves are rolling very well. Wow. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. In that case, got some work
Alright,
going
alright.
in Discord. David now surrounded by beasts. And really facing in the opposite direction that it probably looks like he is, I'm sure. Turn him around.
you know what I just noticed? There's actually 8 wolves I've been attacking with 6.
No,
That's funny.
better attack with all 8 of them.
No.
Giving up your action economy.
It's hard to count, bro. I did 6 in the last one. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not. Just go ahead. It's all me. 2, 3, 6. Yeah. Whoops.
You know who's conspicuously not here?
If you're talking, Donald can't hear you.
Oh, no, I'm not talking.
Okay, good.
Just get some stuff set up here. Rolling a dice there in the chat so you understand why that dice is being rolled.
Isaac not here, being a bitch.
Isaac is definitely not there. Probably cowering somewhere in fear. You see the figure of David take his hat off and sort of like sprinkles some ninja powder into the air, and a little plume of smoke arises nearby him. But when it fades, he's not gone, as you might expect, but instead looking specifically concentrated behind you in the direction of what looks to be 3 black clouds that begin forming, and suddenly a swarm of bats, or 3 swarms of bats rather, is directly behind the party here. That should be...
Yay. He's calling upon the vermin of the night.
Oh
Dude.
gosh, there's such great graphics on the bats.
2 now surrounding Irina, and they look to be, I'm sure, just gigantic bats there, but just consider those swarms. They're all in the shape. They have a formation of a very large bat. Extremely high definition. They're artists and vicious blood-sucking bats alike, and I'll get these guys added to the battle. Alright, the SOBs. The fucking SOBs are in there now.
Sons of beaches.
Exactly. I gotta name those guys real quick so we don't get confuzzled. We'll put 1 and 2 over by Irina.
Sons of Batman.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
Man, such a shame that there's all these allies mixed with the enemies.
Oh man, you're telling me. Yeesh.
I'm
Yeah.
so ready to just drop fucking fireballs on things and hope for the best.
Yeah, it makes me wish I was an evoker.
It makes me remember my days of early DMing. When I didn't do things like that. When I made mistakes that resulted in total party
Mistakes
kills
were
for not the party. My party of enemies.
No.
Throwing a fireball in there
Mhm.
right now would be a mess.
All right, Yevgeny angrily calls out for his brother again, and this time he is going to try and grapple with him. Soldar, has been like notorious in town for being like one of the bigger, badder guys around. People have said even Izek doesn't really mess around with them, and unfortunately, even against his younger brother, given his unholy strength and condition, he just stands no chance. As Yevgeny begins to bend his arms back, he lashes out for the side of his brother's neck.
Wow.
Oh, pay that no mind. The dirty roll. And that is an 18, which is going to hit. And he leans in, and you hear just like a crunching noise. It sounds like teeth hitting bone. As Yevgeny sinks his neck so close to the spinal column of his brother, you're surprised at how far his jaw goes down, reaching almost down to his esophagus as he bites into his brother's neck. And there's going to be
Death.
moderate amount of piercing damage. However, quite a bit of necrotic damage coming his way. Well, not so bad. Only 7.
God, it's like every time you over-describe something, it's gotta make the
Yep.
numbers underwhelming.
Yep, that's how it works.
The terrible
So it works.
overscribe. That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
I mean, I over-described my first attack, and I missed the collarbone, rolling, running, flipping, turning around. Yep, miss.
Alright, that's the SOB 3 closest to our new friend, our newfound friend over there. Well, like they do, they sort of swarm all around, all of them trying to bite at once, snapping like really annoying gnats all around the father's head. And it's going to be 22, which will hit Father Albright for a total of 3 piercing damage. Ah, you bastards! He cries out, smacking at them.
So now, Artemine brandishes his blade and mutters a prayer. Raven's eye, unblinking, behold such tragedy. And his blade lights up. He's taking a swing at Ivanka as he sidles up to Kragnar. I'm going to go ahead and do a booming blade as part of this. So let's see. I've got advantage though, because I'm fucking on that flank shit. Not that it mattered.
Oh, damn. Again with the...
Literally the exact same number. Alright, well, fucking going ahead and swinging my extra attack. Wow. Alright, I literally don't do anything this turn.
Fumble.
Dang.
Jeez.
Holy fuck.
Over-described, man.
Yep.
When Floyd
I didn't-
Mayweather misses, it still looks cool, bro. That's all I gotta say.
I wasn't over describing the attack.
No, I
No,
thought you did a perfect job of executing the attack. Just, sometimes they don't land. That's all I'm saying. When you miss, it doesn't have to be nothing. You just did something cool that didn't hit. Like I said, even when Floyd Mayweather misses, it looks cool. And the same is true for Artemine and the rest of the party, as far as I'm concerned.
This is true.
Well, then yeah, that's my turn.
It's Mr. Scary Cat.
Looking down from the rooftops, sort of hissing at you all. Seeing his leader's actions, he's going to, in similar fashion, summon some pets of his own.
Oh, jeez.
It's a freaking infestation.
Yeah,
Okay.
be glad they can't summon more vampires.
Yet.
Chaos is really the only thing I think that could result from what was, described pre-session, end of last session. I'm failing to find what I'm looking for at the moment. Just give me a minute.
Oh, jeez. That is a swarm of rats.
From out of the corners of alleyways and the well, mainly the well that you see just to the left of you, as well as some doorways of some residences nearby, it seems as though these rats are being called to some sort of feast. But unfortunately, the feast is you, and in this case, they are also going to get added to initiative, so they'll wait their turn.
Oh, well, I don't see no rats.
They're next to me.
Oh, geez, it's a whole thing.
And they're next
Wow.
to Kragnar, and they're next to Father Alfred.
I was like, I'm not going to tell him where it is. So when he sees it, it'll be a shock effect for him.
Oh, no.
Oh, let's see here. What does it got for me for options? Yeah, that's what I want. You. Okay. And son of a rat. Added to
Statement of
combat.
requirement.
I'm gonna be busy man tonight as all these monsters are coming out. And Vampire Spawn 1. So you guys are probably gonna get sick of my voice. I apologize in advance. I was born with it. I did not choose it.
You're molded by it.
That's right. I was molded by it. Very good. Very good. I love it. Alright, Vampire Spawn 1 creeping out of the darkness over there like a real big weirdo. Is going to use his super speed, and it's not like actually super speed for the record, it's just dash. He's gonna move forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait,
It's moving fast, though.
6 squares. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that's 6. Right behind Aaron, and he's moving past you. I'm sorry, Aaron, not Aaron. Artemine. And as he does this, he brushes past you. He does it very fast enough for you to take an opportunity attack. But this is like a major league pitcher trying to dust this fastball past you, and you're a little bit out of practice, maybe, in terms of challenge rating.
So,
Take
do you want me to
attack
roll?
of opportunity.
Okay.
Sorry for not being clear.
fucking Christ. What is up with these dice tonight?
Single digits only for you. Jeez.
The
I'm
same number.
gonna make a sacrifice to the dice gods and say roll some real dice so the dice gods can be appeased over there if you've got them in front of you. We'll just sub that roll in. No camera or visual evidence needed.
They're somewhere not at hand, unfortunately.
Oh man, that stinks. All right, well in that case, the dice gods. Hopefully they'll be more in your favor from here on.
They do not smile upon me.
Too bad you don't get advantage on that one. The next roll would have been the one.
And it should be Brahm's turn. Crashing in from behind the group in the mix of rats and bats and perhaps stray cats. Let's go of his father, who kind of staggers forward and immediately begins swiping at the father. Not his father. Father Albright, that is. He kind of almost like monkey climbs on the father's back. And he is now grappled by Brahm. And Brahm's got his hands around his eyes too, so I'm going to say he's also blinded temporarily. Not, from puncture wounds or anything like that, but just the kid's got his hands around his face. That's where he's got his main grip. You can see father kind of staggering and struggling with this vampire child on his back and surrounded by foes. And Erwin is up next, as he kind of, like I said, staggers forward in pain from his son biting into his back just moments ago. Turns and does his best to rip his son off of the newfound friend, and with dad-like strength and the anger of perhaps a son striking his father for the first time, perhaps in a most terrible way, to boot, he rips him off the father and tries to subdue him at the same time. And I'm not going to have a roll back there because it's a crit. And swarm of ravens just beyond. Swarm of rats just beyond. Ragnar, Lakashana. Oh, not Lakashana. Ivanka. called that name many times.
I knew you were gonna slip up eventually.
I should have just named her that. That's a cool vampire sounding name.
Yeah.
And it fits the setting, yeah. Good idea.
Retcon it.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I just gotta get better.
Whatever.
They reach out, in a similar fashion, all swarming around, nipping and biting at the heels and ankles. And while it doesn't look too threatening, it is. Let's see here. Not threatening at all.
Ragnar, good thing have steel-toed boots.
That should be Aaron's turn.
Smart.
On my turn. What is this? I'll cast Mirror Image on myself. and that'll be my turn.
What you got to say?
And my putrid undead.
Do you guys with mirror image want some copies of yourself while you're describing that?
Nah, no, I'm good.
Cool.
Artemine, you forgot about your summon too.
He's supposed to be my summon.
It's just tokens
Oh,
for
you
the
got one also.
mirror image.
I have 2 of them. Why does my undead say Artemine's undead?
Oh, I thought he did summon one. They're
No.
both yours. My bad.
Yes.
I went with the label. That's mine.
Yeah, and can you give me control of this undead you labeled as Artemine's? It's actually mine.
I'm fixing his label and giving you control of him.
Sweet.
So you got 2. You've got the one behind Lakashana / Ivanka, and then also the raised deaded zombie over here. Is that right?
Yeah. I got this putrid undead over here and the bone daddy, which is actually a zombie over yonder.
Got it.
So I'm gonna have the putrid undead go and take that attack of opportunity, but move over here. Right there. I'm gonna go ahead and have Lakashana take her attack of opportunity at disadvantage because she's still poisoned.
Yeah, poison. That's right.
You called her the wrong thing too. You didn't even notice.
I think he did it on purpose.
Yeah, I totally did. What am I saying?
I don't want to retcon it because I don't want to smear Ivanka, or about Jesus Christ, Lakashana's good name. Ivanka does not have a good name.
Yeah, she would never debase herself as a vampire.
No.
Yeah.
The fucking.
Well, Aaron had a bone to pick with Ivanka, but now he senses he's in trouble. So, and I'm gonna take a swing at Vampire Spawn 1 here with my putrid undead. 15 does not hit. Miss. That's my turn.
Alright, I think that should be top of the order, so that should be Tarok up next.
Since there's spats in the way, can't get to that stupid ass vampire on the side. So I'm gonna hit that swarm of bat. That was speaking on.
Something happened. A lot of turns just got skipped. If it's
I say, yeah.
Aaron 17.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong turn order. This is not Aaron's turn, but this is supposed to be Aaron's undead's turn, which just went,
Oh,
and then Tarok
I see.
goes. So if you guys were looking at Aaron, who's 17, that might have thrown you off. But see how the initiative order is a couple of turn orders up.
You're right.
Whoever is up is always highlighted in blue if it helps.
Yep, that makes sense.
It just probably didn't stand out as much because it's at the
Yeah,
bottom.
we're not used to doing summons this way. It's cool.
No, it's all
Yeah.
good. There's a lot going on too.
Oh, yeah.
So if I forget something,
I-
please don't feel free to shout out, hey, real quick, like a status or whatever. I'm doing my best. Though I got a notepad with literally every character that's on the board right now, but it's
Yeah, I can
So-
only imagine your plight. I have my 2 written down, and well, I've already lost track of my turn. So if that's the case,
I'm just happy I have damage on all the characters so far. That's the most impressive feat that I've accomplished tonight. But
Kragnar, easy. Swing axe. Go.
yeah, with,
if that's
with
the case, then I
Easy.
need
Keep
to
track.
everybody should be
I need
good, right? You're,
take
So
that.
it's easy when it's like that, yeah.
so I think it should be Tarek's turn then, right?
I
Yep,
need to
and
take back what I just did then. If that was my zombie, so that guy doesn't move. The zombie does move right up here. Takes an attack. Let me roll the right dice. If that's okay, I mean, if not, I'll just skip it. I'll just put him in the way, no problem.
Oh yeah, that's not a big deal. And yeah, just that Aaron's undead is just Aaron's. So just watch out for that. I'll try and watch out for it too.
Okay, so that one goes on your turn, but the other one has its own initiative. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that.
One goes on Aaron's actual turn, and then one has its own, right?
That makes sense.
And that's totally my fault. I should look at the turn order thing.
It's all right. It's all good.
That's a nat 20.
Oh. Hey.
Yeah, buddy.
Double that damage.
For 12 damage. And that, for real, is my turn.
All right. And that should be Tarek up.
all right. As I'm seeing that the vampire spawn is pretty much surrounded at the moment, can't get to him. I'm just going to strike at the swarm of bats one. Try to get them out of where they are. That's not this one. That's this one. Ugh. 13, does that hit?
The swarm of bats that is going to hit.
Oh, sweet. So that's going to be a... Does it do damage? I got it rolled. Oh, that's going to be a nice one. So that's going to be 13 points of damage plus my sneak attack plus 8. So that's going to be 21 points of damage on that one.
Whew.
Yeah.
You see several of the swarm fall flat to the ground dead, and only a few are left. The swarm of bats that once was is now just a small fray of bats.
Are you still around?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
few of
so I'm
them,
going to...
but not all. You've killed many of the swarm.
Alright, I haven't made that sweep of the blade of my rapier. I'm going to just follow it off with a dagger that's going to swipe through that smaller swarm. And that's going to be my turn.
Okay, I think Kragnar's next. Yep. Ragnar just continues his assault, swinging his great axe with great effect, striking out. Nope, with advantage because he's flanking. Yar. A 20 to hit for 29 damage.
Jesus. Fuck.
Strike number 1.
Strong barbarian, strong.
Strong, fight good. Axe sharp. He will then, that one hits the ground. He does a major, swing for the fences uppercut with his next attack. Ooh, yep. It's a 27 to hit. Oh, I forgot to add, so it's 22 damage. I forgot to put the, so it's actually only a 22 to hit. Sorry.
Those both hit them.
Okay, so 22 damage, not 12 on the second one. And he lets the momentum of the uppercut carry him up into the air as he brings his axe back around.
Risk of
He's
overstride.
right for the head on the final attack. Massively overdescribed, especially using Great Weapon Master, which is a -5.
Do
Here we
it!
go.
Do it! Do it!
Ah!
Kragnar war cry!
13, he misses.
Oh, fucking
Yep,
overdescribed. Starts
overdescribed.
again.
Yeah,
Alright, well,
yeah.
still a massive amount of damage on the first one, and this time lowering the incredibly formidable and obviously unholy. Almost did it again. Ivanka down to her knees.
Yeah.
And
56.
I'm not going to adjust the mini, but
Good
she is knocked
Come
prone
back.
at the moment.
Okay. Can I? So she's not unconscious though, right?
No, she's not unconscious. She's eyes open. She just right now she's kind of like crawling around on the ground, trying to scramble away as much as she can.
I clicked one of those special attacks on my hotbar that prones the enemy.
Nice.
All escape free joke. All right, I'm done. Shake a rat off my leg with my free action.
Ragnar no like Rex. And
Like rats, too
Eh.
small. Big
Eh.
teeth.
and let's see who's up next. Let's see here. Should be Father Ob right up.
Big oof. On the 1d4.
In his direct vicinity, you see the father lift his cross to the small boy, blindly, albeit, and begin to say prayer. Unfortunately, the boy didn't think to cover his mouth in his feral state, and the power of his prayer is coupled with the symbol of that he's really dangling in front of the boy's face at the moment. He is going to begin to kind of scream out, pain searing across his face as the form of the cross marks itself across the boy's face, having not touched him, but merely been 6 or 7 inches away. Some sort of radiant light shooting out of it as he said his prayer.
Damn. Branded his ass.
Then he hits him for 6 damage, and you see for a moment the crazed rage that the boy's eyes turned to right at the moment he bit his father's back, slowly turned back to the innocent eyes of Brom. And that should be Ivanka up. Ivanka looking desperate, crawling on the ground at this point. He's gonna lash out in desperation attacks here. They're disadvantaged.
Woo.
Do this right though. Oh boy.
Dang.
We'll just roll 2 then. And that's 21. as she lashes out really at the ankles in obvious desperation towards, let's see here.
Thank God that was the
I was like, good thing it's a disadvantage. Damn.
That's going to be in the direction of Kragnar.
That hits.
Alright, and
You got good bonuses.
I don't know. I got +8 with my bow, and I never seem to hit anything with it.
it's 9 bludgeoning damage towards Kragnar. She lashes out with those vicious nails.
Okay.
Alright, one of the Vallaki guards, still surrounded by wolves, is going to try and make some attacks on the wolves that surround him for a change. I'll let you decide, I guess, the targets that are around him. I think they're all pretty fresh at the moment.
Yeah, they haven't been hit. 3 wolves.
I think he's otherwise undisadvantaged, if I'm not mistaken, and that should be a 21 to hit one and a 14 to hit the other.
Alright, they're both dead.
I gotta roll damage.
Oh, I thought that was the damage, sorry.
Oh, that's the hits. I think that hits both of them, though.
Yeah.
Slow on the dice there tonight. That's okay. 6 damage for both of them.
That will not kill them.
Yeah. And our first swarm of bats.
Another one that's still next to me.
This is just the thread of bats that have been regrouped after Herak dispatched several of their brethren. But they come in with the same power. They're going to attack, swarming around, pecking at you.
At disadvantage.
You made him angry.
I did.
And that is 2
Okay, yes.
14s.
Miss. They eat at my image. I'm the real thing.
Alright, the swarm of rats gathering behind the father doesn't take so much mercy on him as the innocent Brahm seems to look onward. And they are going to attack. Keyboard is not working. There we go. Alright, that is going to miss. And that should be Aaron's turn.
Alright, now it's real Aaron's turn.
Yeah.
With my turn, I'll actually cast Mirror Image on myself. And that'll be my turn for that. And then I will move my Putrid Undead over to here. And I need Vampire Spawn 1 to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Yes, that will probably help.
That is a 16 on the con save.
That passes it. If it needed a 16 or better, 20 plus 8. Still gonna take a swipe for 27 to hit. And it rolls a 6 plus 6. Nine points of damage.
Alright.
And that'll be the turns.
SOB 1 and 2.
Don't you have a guy that goes after you go?
He already did.
Oh, good.
Get good at this whole summon thing. Part of it, anyway.
Alright. And the swarm of bats that is in front of Irina behind Tarak will swarm behind him. And that is at 8, which will miss. And they sort of kind of just swirl all around him as he swats them away, keeping them out of his immediate range. Or striking range, I should say. And that should be swarm of rats 2 up. Just behind them. And Aaron standing conveniently right there. He's going to just get swarmed by rats again.
No, not the rats.
Ankle biting.
Not the rats.
They're crawling all over you. Heels, ankles, swarming up your knees. Terrifying.
It seems these rats cannot bite through plate.
Yeah, they're just
Much
gonna
as
have
I
to
wish
crawl
they could.
inside.
You just
And
hear a bunch of little tink noises coming from my feet.
like sounds like a steel drum. And it should be Corvus up.
Okay, quick question. Do I get advantage against Ivanka if I fire at her prone?
Let's see here. I don't think you get advantage. I think she has disadvantage. I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. Oh no, I'm sorry. If you're within 5 feet of her.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So ranged attacks have disadvantage.
Yes.
Melee
Oh,
attacks
that-
have advantage.
Okay.
That went out the hard way last campaign.
Corvus will use his bounce action to heal himself right quick. For 6. Okay. And he's going to take a shot at somebody. Just not Ivanka, apparently.
Take a
That
shot at
would
the
be fine.
rats. Or Vampire Spawn 1. That would probably actually be way
Corvus's
better.
eye is drawn to Marco, standing across the rooftop from him.
Hello.
And he fires his silver arrow at him. Oh, that was almost a 20, really? Okay.
He catches the arrow.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. Impressive.
Freaking hate that bow. I don't think I've ever hit anything with it.
That doesn't seem
Hearing you
fun
say
to
this, Father Albright because I can do shit like this in the middle of saying that. He throws his bow to you from across the room. I'm gonna roll some dice for this real quick. See how good this throw is. I said room, like you guys are in a room, but, you know, it's okay, I'm in a room. Probably a small padded one. Oh, no! Alright,
Does not work.
it's not good.
Oh no.
Someone want to give him help or guidance or reroll and do it now,
This bow
otherwise
does not work.
the bow, it clatters to the ground.
Can I
Oh
give
no.
him help with my mage hand?
Yeah, why not?
What do I need to roll for this?
I think you're just casting Mage Hand, so probably just cast Mage Hand and, you know, command Mage Hand to help him catch it. In this case, we'll use your athletics. So we'll say roll an athletics check against the DC, which I'll set it, just to be fair, 17, so everybody knows.
Alright, I should probably do my wolf rolling. 4 of them will be attacking David, and 4 will be attacking Vampire Guard 1.
See how athletic your Mage Hand can be. Your Mage Hand plays like the Bears and bobbles it and fumble, and Kansas City returns it for 7 points.
It was not fated to happen.
No, never was.
It was a Giga Chad move, but just didn't happen.
Oh, that's a crit on David.
The record, I was talking about the Bears when I said never was.
I knew what you were talking about.
And I probably just got distracted there, so. Alright, let's see.
That's another hit. Holy crap, these wolves.
Not good.
$19.
While he's running that, Jan, does it seem like the vampires are getting better over time?
Well, most of them seem pretty unfazed outside of our gal Ivanka. She's really the only one who's taken a lot of brute force damage successively to the point where, you know, she looks pretty beat up. Not only that, but she's also, like I said, she's knocked prone. She's got some of her own dark black Icarus blood streaming out of her nose. She's, you know, where we'd say bloodied, right?
Yeah, that's the term.
Alright, the wolves bite into David for 26 damage. Oh.
Is that one wolf, or is that like all the wolves?
These are the attacks on the vampire spawn. I did the first 4 against David, and these 4 are against the spawn guard.
Spawn guard.
Alright, that's 2 attacks, 1 hit, 3 attacks, that's a miss. And that's 1 hit. Alright. So the spawn takes... $29.
Oh.
26 for David, 29 for the spawn.
It's a pretty healthy little
Yeah,
swarm
hope it
of
helps.
wolves right there.
And that will be the end of my turn. And sorry, that was a Vampire Guard 1. I should be absolutely clear about which one I'm damaging.
No worries, thank you. Appreciate that. And David is going to...
All these minis. It's a mess out here. It's a whole fracas. It's a whole brouhaha.
It's a good old clusterfuck.
He's going to try and attack Father Albright. Oh boy.
It's a ballroom blitz.
It is a ballroom blitz right now.
I like how contained everything is, though. Really.
And he's going to hit Father Albright for a total of 9 damage there. disregard those health totals. Yevgeny cries out in the night after biting into his brother's neck, and you can see blood just pouring, water falling down the neck of his brother, as his brother's eyes begin to roll back as though he's about to faint while standing up, with most of the blood coming out of his body so quickly. He kicks his brother like a bag of dead weight. A massive strike as Yevgeny kicks Soldar. Soldar just crashes into the well behind him. And he's just going to fall back into the well, turning the color of the water there to a dark shade of red. Blood leaks into it. And Swarm of Bats 3. Just behind the Father, the Son, the Holy Father. See what I did there? Then you've been to church before a few times. And that is going to be a biting attack as they all swarm in, darting around their fellow winged brother, but unfortunately he's at odds with them at the moment. 7 is the attack, and is going to miss. Mr. Mordekov swiping his wings, smashing them away easily, and that should be Artemine up.
Alright. Try this shit again. Stab down at Ivanka. She's on the ground with advantage. With a 22 to hit. And that's going to be... I'm going to do a blue flame blade on this one here. So let me roll the piercing damage. Roll my fire damage. Because my Spirit Shroud is on, a D8 of radiant damage.
Ooh. Ouch.
Yeah, bitch needs that shit. And then we're gonna go ahead and roll the fire damage from the blue flame blade. Seven more on top of that, and then 5 points of fire damage to the swarm of rats by Kragnar. So, let's see. Try to pull up the fucking log.
Smell cooked rat.
Looked like a total of, I think, 15 on one target, 7 on another, and 1 on another.
Alright, so 7 from the weapon, 12, 15, 22 on Ivanka, and 5 on the swarm.
Gotcha. Alright, the 22 with the Radiant is going to make Ivanka burst into a mist-like form, and she begins to evaporate slowly upwards towards the clouds above.
We'll see her again, I guess.
Alright, so now with that, with her effectively taken out, he's going to flip his attention to the vampire spawn behind him and is going to just take a swing with his blade with advantage because flanking. That's 25 to hit. Ooh. Not a very good roll, but 2d6 and a d8 of fire and radiant damage. for another 12, so 17 damage to the vampire spawn. Let's see if it can break it down by the D6s and the D8s. It did not. Well, darn. Actually, yeah, 6 damage of it was radiant. I don't know if that's really relevant. And that's my turn.
And that is Marco, and absolutely, definitely relevant. So thank you for mentioning. And let's see here. A scared little rat boy. He decides to rejoin the fray, perhaps from a more advantageous position. As he jumps down, he's going to land behind Erwin Mardukov. That's where he'll end his turn. Like a feral, enraged beast that he is, the vampire spawn begins flailing his arms in the direction of the undead and living alike that are over in his general vicinity. And he is going to multi-attack using his claws. He's going to strike out at both the undead there, 1 to each. This will be towards the putrid undead, 20, and the 19 will be towards the zombie.
Alright. Both of those hit. That's 7 damage apiece.
Yep.
Alrighty. I forgot to ask you what the health of that guard stat block was.
Let's see here. Well, I think you should have still have the putrid undeads. And the putrid undead come with some sort of status on when it gets killed or when it goes away.
Oh yeah, for the putrid undead.
Yeah.
I meant the raised zombie.
Oh, gotcha. Let's see here.
Yeah, the putrid undead is not a tanky boy.
Alright, that's going to be 22 hit points.
22. Okie dokie. -7. And I need that vampire spawn to make a con save, please. I'm sorry for getting tired of doing this. I'm getting tired of asking. It's poisoned.
Alright, it should be 13.
Oh,
Yeah, he is poisoned.
Suck the suck, nerd. He's over here just puking blood.
Brown is going to disengage, sort of running for the door behind him. And he makes it about halfway there, say, just behind that fallen guard. And Erwin, not really sure what to do at this point, but seeming to regain his senses, that fight or flight instincts kicking in, so to speak. He strikes out, looking to attack swarm of bats that's just in front of him. That'll be 6 damage. The bats. Behind the bats come the rats. Still nipping at the heels of Kragnar. They latch onto his clothing, grasping desperately for purchase. They sink their little vicious teeth into all different sorts of spots on his legs and ankles, causing him great pain and anger.
Tried, but I only rolled a 1 on my D8. Could have done more damage.
And that is a total of 1. Wait, I think I messed that up. Sorry.
Rolled a 1 on a 1d26.
That is
Pretty good luck by me.
That is a 4 on a 2d6. It's even more miraculous. How did you do that? Well, 1 fell off the table is what happened. Doesn't count. And that's 4 damage to Kragnar, and that is let's see here.
Piercing.
Piercing, yep.
Okay. Rats.
It should be Aaron up.
Aaron Zombie.
Yep, Aaron Zombie.
He seems completely unfazed by the vampire's attack. He's going to take a stab with his spear. And 19. 1d8 plus Trey. For 7 damage. That will be his turn.
All right.
And
So I'm good.
real quick before you go there, Tarek, who was that damage on? Sorry, one more time.
Oh, I'm sorry, the vampire spawn.
Gotcha. Probably said it, I just didn't hear it. Alright.
Did not. My bad.
All right.
That should be...
Tarek's
Yep, go ahead.
going to try to swap away at the bats getting out. Oh, come on. Then I'm going to try with my other hand. Almost.
You even tried to do it mid over describe and it didn't work.
Yeah. Does a 16 hit?
16 will hit the rats and bats alike,
All right.
depending on who you're trying to hit.
So 3 plus my 2d6. So that's going to be 11 points of damage on that Swarmer Bat 1.
Alright. Let's see here. Swarmer Bats 1. In Tarok's face. Yeah, they've taken some damage already too. Yeah, that's going to be the rest of those wiped out as you see the rest flutter or get smashed to the ground.
Basically, just swings the sword through, they avoid, but the dagger just comes behind. It just pokes, skewers a few of them at once.
Some master fencing at work.
That's probably too close to me. I'm going to stick there, otherwise I'm only going to opportunity on me, and I'm good.
Alright, and that being Tarak's turn, flip the next person, should be Kragnar.
Ragnar will, this is just for flavor and style and to over-describe, will take his axe and turn it so that the flat of it is exposed so he can swat more rats. And he will swing violently down, trying to smash the remaining rats.
He's playing fucking rat cricket, yo.
He's playing rat-a-mole, whack-a-rat-mole. He sings recklessly at the rats. And he does a 21 to hit with Great Weapon Master and 30 damage to the rat swarm with the flat of his axe blade.
Oh my god.
God damn.
That is a lot of damage as he's...
Rat feet, ears, tails, teeth just squirt everywhere.
You have to clean it up afterwards.
So gross.
It's now just it's just a pile of squished rats now.
Okay, then he starts lumbering and leaps in, doing a jumping axe attack at this guy past Irina. Wildly swinging once again. And we will now do a second reckless attack. This is going to hit 22 for 23 damage. He switches back to the blade. This rat parts hanging off one side of his axe.
That's just so wrong.
His axe is all red and furry.
And that's an 18 and 22. Those will both definitely hit.
Okay, the 22 is the one that applies. So 23 damage on the second attack, and then bonus action Frenzied Rage, third attack. He's going to kick the vampire in the guts, and when he bends over, he's going to try to chop off his head. Swinging. Now. Come on, Ragnar. That is a 21 to hit for 21 more damage.
How much was that first one, damage-wise?
The first against the rats.
No.
Okay, the rats.
The first attack against the vampire, because you took 2 attacks against the vampire just now, right?
Correct. The first one was
first damage
20,
was
23.
23 plus 21. Got it. 46. We don't quite lop his head off, but some serious ouchies in his undead flesh. Maybe he's nearly
looks over
headless
and-
Nick now.
He gives Irina a nod and continues his defensive stance. He doesn't have a defensive stance. He just holds his axe down, and his body's exposed to these dudes because he's swinging so recklessly. His arms are tired. All right, that's me.
Huffing and puffing, perhaps showing his age, or perhaps putting on some sort of an act, even. Father Albright zigzags with one of his stakes that he draws from his ankle. Tries his best to stake David.
Does he get that flanking bonus because of all my wolves crowding up the area?
I don't think he's going to need it. I've got faith in him. Yeah. He doesn't need it.
Nope.
He stabs the silver spike directly into David's chest, where his heart once beat beneath his rib cage and chest bone. At this point, David's eyes widen, surprise. Look on his face shows he wasn't expecting the old man to be as quick as he was. And I'll roll damage for that before it is Ivanka's turn here. Get my keys mixed up. Vanka's poisoned still.
Isn't she dead?
She fled.
She's in mist
Yeah.
form.
She's a misty
Form.
creature at this point. That's right.
Weak.
Yeah, get used to it. You just can't stop them.
It's a vampire's whole deal. Well,
Like, there's not even any wizard spells that can stop it.
we still have holy water, don't we? Someone?
Oh, she's gone.
I mean, for the other ones.
Oh,
Seemed
Yes,
to have seemed to have a similar effect on the other vampires though, and they came back.
that's true.
Understandable the frustration.
Just gonna play a Wacky
Yeah,
Vampire.
No matter what you do to them, as long as they get recovery time, they're back to 100%.
All right, and Vampire Guard is going to try and swipe with both of his swords once more. Yeah, multi-attack, and he's gonna miss with both of those. We don't have to name a target even. And
No. Nope.
these guys, I believe, are dead too. Let me just flip those off, remove them from combat. Yeah. First swarm of bats that Tarok just dispatched like a boss. And
Boss, like a boss.
remove those SOBs right now.
Get those SOBs out of here.
The Soars, however, Soar 3, still chapping someone's ass. And
The sores.
currently, actually, I think they might be, yeah, they're behind Father Albright over there. Still biting at him, nipping away. Properly name these guys, we never did. They get SOBs out of there too. Poor Father Albright, he's just getting fucked up over there. He's
Come on, Father Albright.
he's still looking like he's hanging in there though. They pierce at his ankles and legs again for 4 damage. Father Albright, God, Father, yelling in pain, angry and indiscernible. It should be Aaron up next, and the real Aaron, please stand up.
A real Slim Shady.
Yep.
I'm going to cast a Scorching Ray into this swarm of rats here in front of me.
Yes.
I'll make 3 separate attack rolls, correct? Again.
For Scorching Ray, yes, should be 3. Yep.
1 is an 18. 2 is a 12. 3 is a nat 20.
Yeah.
Does that 12 hit?
Well, let's see here. It should just be 1 roll for the attack. The damage roll is what you're rolling 3 of. So you get the 3 2d6s.
Oh, okay.
So
I see.
we'll just take the first one, which is 18, and that will hit. And then you're gonna roll the sorry, I misunderstood. That you're talking about the damage roll, not the hit roll.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep, you get double damage on the last
Are
one.
they? I'm sorry. Are they separate targets, or you're trying to hit one target?
I was trying to direct them all toward the swarm of rats.
If you're directing them towards one place, single roll. If you want to redirect them, then you'd be doing multiple rolls in that case.
Okay.
So in this case, just take the 18 and the 3 2d6s, which you'll need to roll. So I don't think it gave you damage rolls for any of them yet.
No, but I'm gonna roll it.
Yeah, manually. I got you.
Yeah, D&D Beyond thinks I got a nat 20.
Telling you, it's useful to get the Discord rolling and Avre rolling down because it's a little bit faster sometimes, and to do just quick rolls, it's nice. You guys are getting good at it too.
Let's see, 2d6s, 6d6s.
That's a lot of d6s.
$14 damage.
Youch. Alright.
And as a note, everyone would see the fire that comes out of my hand is not red, it's green.
You gotta add the flavor.
And that is that. Oh,
Gotta use
wait.
that green ray spell effect, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Do that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted to do the attack effect, but I forgot that too.
I don't know. We'll figure that out later. My putrid undead makes an attack against vampire spawn 1. Or 1d20 plus 8. 15? Is 15 hit?
Uh, 15 will hit. Yep.
Sweet. I need to write this down. Write this down real quick. 1d6 plus 6.
And this is still bats you're attacking?
No, I'm attacking vampire spawn 1 with my putrid undead this time.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were attacking the bats. The last attack was also directed at the vampire spawn?
No, the scorching ray was toward the rats.
Rats.
That are right here in front of me.
Yep. Figured that.
And then that 15 was toward the vampire spawn.
Okay.
1.
Those rats, you scorching raid them to death. If I could do a pile of animated burning fur, I would, but right now we're just going to flip them.
Okay.
I'll get those guys out of there and out of combat. I got rats 1 and 2 to remove. And then the second attack is going to miss if it's a 50. Alright.
Alright, then. No damage roll. That'll be that.
Or 1 removed from combat.
Oh boy. I learned to put a space there. And yeah, that was the rats. The bats are still alive, but not looking probably very well. No, not really. Keep on with their vicious attack of Tarak.
Bitches.
Can you mock the rats? Can you mock rats?
Oh, this is bats, but I'm sure you can mock
Oh.
both, especially with the skills of Tarak. And
You know, I think they actually need a minimum intelligence score.
in like fashion, they whiff on their attack on Tarak. And it should be those guys need to get removed, so pay no mind to the swarm of rats 2. That should be Corvus up.
Corvus.
Corvus is going to knock another silver arrow, and he is going to take a carefully aimed shot at David's back. Come on. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And he stakes him right in the center of the back with a silver arrow.
Booyah.
And then the 4 wolves come nipping at his back as well.
Ooh, let's see what the wolves do here. It's looking pretty bad for David at the moment. The wolves circling hungry.
9 on attack 1.
Snarling viciously. You hear him start ripping pieces of David.
8 more on attack 2.
Fingers flying, an ear here, an arm there.
7 more on attack 3.
David cries out in pain. Even in vampire form, he can still feel his arm being
17
removed from
hit?
his body.
Roll a 20.
17 does hit.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Subtract 2 from that. That's 7. Sorry.
And you rolled a crit in there too. He's correct on that. I think it was your second or third roll.
There was not a crit, no, but I did hit on all of those.
I
What
saw
you
it.
talking about?
Yeah, this is your fourth roll is a crit.
Oh, yeah.
Read your numbers, dog.
Yeah, man, don't
I
miss
didn't
crits.
even-
But yo, props to Artemine for calling that out for you.
You're correct.
Inspiration from a brother.
Like he was crit fishing and caught like a prize crit fish and he just threw it back in the water,
Threw
man.
it back in the water, dog.
Like,
What the fuck?
I don't need this fish. I got too many fish.
Maybe that'll bless your dice too, Artemine. Take that
All right.
inspiration on your next roll, man.
Hell
That's
yeah.
30 total against David there.
All right.
And
those
Ragnar
rolls-
looks over at the wolves. He's like, all right, you wolves.
Yeah,
Come on."
they've done more damage to him than anything, for sure.
It may make sense, Dan, to just to roll like when you roll exclamation R6 and then parentheses D20. That way, or 6 D20. That way, it'll just roll all those D20s in one line instead of the vertical text, because the vertical text puts Corvus Daniel, Corvus Daniel, Corvus Daniel.
I'll have to come out for that. Like,
Yeah.
So what did you say? Put them.
Well,
in
just
parentheses?
roll all your roll all your dice in one line, and then all your damage in one line. Probably be easier for the wolves. Is what I'm thinking. Just to read it, you know. Like in this case, you can keep your rolls,
How
but
do I keep it from combining the result, though?
You just have to look at the numbers.
yeah,
Or
we're just
You'd have to look at the numbers.
Yeah, that's all we're doing here anyway. So you just like exclamation R, and then 6 or 8 D20 plus 4 for the attacks, right?
Yeah, that's just going to give you a sum.
Yeah, no,
No, but you look at them, you can go
1,
like
10,
10,
7, 1, 2, 19,
7,
12, 18.
19.
And that's very easy
18.
to read. Whereas, yeah, see what he's got there? You need to do the plus 4s on all of them, though. So you need to do 8 parentheses D20 plus 4, and that'll give you the sum that you're looking for.
Oh wow,
8
that's good.
parentheses D20.
Plus 4,
4?
close parentheses, like a math problem. Oh
Huh.
boy. No, you gotta have the 8 in front of it. 8 parentheses exclamation. You gotta have the exclamation R in there too, man. I think that's what you were missing there. I'm gonna put it in parentheses so you can see what it looks like. Just for, I don't know. I think it might be easier for you. If it's not, don't worry about it. I don't really care either way. But
Yeah, it's doing the same thing.
oh,
there.
I did the same thing. Yep.
It's doing division.
I got the command wrong. That's all. 8 D20 plus 4.
Well, you can add the 4 in your head and just roll it, and eventually you'll know which die roll will be the one that will hit.
There's a way to get it to display too, though, for sure.
I'll just get my last 4 attacks over with. We'll experiment with some stuff. Does 16 hit the vampire's guard? Yeah, you could go through that array and then add, like the first 2 are the attacks with advantage, and then you could add 4, and I see what you mean.
Yeah, easy enough. I thought there was a way to do it where you can add the bonus in there too. I'm positive there is. Just look at Aubrey
You
later.
could probably-
Individual bonus for each dice.
You might also possibly be able to make a custom attack roll on D&D
Yeah.
Beyond.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. I'll help you do that. That'll probably be way easier.
Does 16 hit the vampire or no?
It does not. Sorry.
Okay.
We butted into each other when I said that first time.
Whoops. Alright, that's 1 hit. And last attack. Oh, it's a crit.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah, he's spamming hard right now. Quit spamming, bro. You're spamming up the Discord.
Well, 30
people
against
following
David.
along in the chat. The one person that is in Tokyo following along in the chat right now is like, what the hell? This guy has so many rolls. What kind of build is he rocking?
Man, summoning stuff's always like that.
Get up in it,
But a
dude.
custom roll sounds good. I'll dick around with that on D&D Beyond. That
Yeah,
sounds
I'll help
interesting.
you with it. That should be fun.
So 30 on David and 20 against Vampire Guard. And I also shot David too for 19.
All right. David for 19. And how much
Plus
did
30.
the wolves do to David?
30.
30. Got it. Yeah, that's going to be enough to kill David. He's going to billow into a misty, cloudy form and also start to kind of just swirl upwards towards the clouds.
That counts.
Oh, that definitely counts as
Really not really.
one under the belt for sure. And I'll just poof David really off the map and out of combat order.
All right, that'll be good.
As he disappears too, his bats would also disappear. Any remaining of bats that he has.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's summoner.
poof the
The
bats. Off the map there as well.
Have you forgotten Irina, or is she just holding Ismark?
No, she's in combat for sure.
Oh, she is. Okay. I don't
At least
recall.
maybe she's not. I could be completely wrong. If she's not, she's just a silent party, terrified and holding Ismark. And you hit it spot on, dude. I totally planned all that without any of your help.
Someone even attacked her too. Those
I'll
bastards.
pay you $5 under the table for that assist later, John. And that should be
just credit a Slurpee
one Slurpee redacted.
and a Choco Taco.
Ooh, yeah, those are hard to find, dude. They've been recalled
Oh, jeez.
for no reason whatsoever, and because they're too delicious. They're too delicious and
I know.
chocolatey.
we can't have these.
You're like, tacos are
It's too
supposed to
good.
be salty and savory. You're messing it up. It's not supposed to be chocolatey goodness. Well, excuse me for liking
If they ever get rid
chocolatey
of-
goodness.
If they ever get rid of drumsticks, I'm gonna go Cracknar on the world.
Yeah, I'll be with you right there in the store, buying out the rest of them and acting like Ragnar in the grocery store.
They should sell like the last little bit, like the bottom of the sugar cone. They should like just make just those, like with the chocolate and the sugar cone.
They sell it as
Skip.
a cereal.
Oh, they do.
Oh
Okay.
my god, that's delicious.
In
Uh,
Japan.
Yevgeny is going to look in the direction of fallen or misty David, and he's going to turn and bolt in the direction of the western gate of town. And I'm going to move him here.
Well, at least we know who their quote-unquote leader is now, and I use that very loosely. It's just going to lead to us spitefully attacking him first.
Or perhaps... Yeah,
He looks like he looks like he's doing the Gangnam Style dance. There's a lot of that.
that should be Artemine up.
All right. Artemine going to do it again. Only a booming blade this time. But first, let us roll that advantage.
Get it.
24 to hit.
Noise.
Oh, that's going to hit all day.
Yeah. All right. Piercing damage. 10 off the rip. Then fire and radiant. Another 14. 5 of
Yow.
it radiant.
Yow.
Then the thunder damage. 2. And he's got that debuff that if he tries to run away, he takes more fucking thunder damage.
Boom.
Then I'm gonna fucking hit him again, but just with a regular attack this time. But I still have advantage. Didn't matter unless 16 hits.
16 is gonna miss.
Alright, well, he still took damage.
Mm-hmm.
10, 14, 24, 26 total, 5 of it radiant.
And his pain beyond measure as he cries out. The radiant damage does a little bit extra.
And then I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and Misty. Nah, I'm gonna save it. Save it. I don't need to Misty step out. End turn.
I guess it's up to me now, says Marco, and he sort of laughs at this, seeming to think he has some sort of opportunity set in front of him. He grabs a hold of Mardukov, who's turned, looking to make sure his son is sheltered, distracted momentarily. And Erwin Mardukov is going to begin to start beating those wings furiously as he's grabbed onto by his shoulder blade or collarbone, so to speak, and Vampire tries to hurl him in the direction of the building, just to their left. But as he beats his wings, sort of evades him, turning around, swiveling to gain a better attack position on the Bloodsucker. And I don't know what that is, but that should be Vampire Spawn 1 up.
Get his ass hammered on it and run.
That'd be a lot of opportunity attacks.
Yeah, he is in the midst of a large pack of people right now. I think the best case scenario for him at this point is going to be to try and claw his way out of there. He's going to make a multi-attack, swinging his claws first at Putrid, and then probably in the direction of, we'll just say, yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point, but the zombie.
Neither of
And
those.
he's going to whiff on both of those hits. That will shift on over to Erwin, who in prime position to attack after his last evasion of good old Marco over there. He is going to... Yeah, let's get creative here.
This dude's definitely got some cool abilities. Let's use them.
Wait.
Oh yeah, those dudes got a flying speed flat out, don't they? They're ravens.
They do, but he's not going to be starting to fly. He's keeping it on the ground so far. Just lashes out with his sword again, this time striking and hitting for 21. Roll some damage behind that. And that should be 10 damage. And that should be Aaron's guy, not Aaron, up next.
Aaron's guy. The guy. Hey, it's the
The
guy.
guy's up.
The dead guy.
The bone guy, yeah.
The Bone Daddy.
You can give him a name, then he's got a cooler name we could have given him than Aaron Zombie. That's why he's Aaron's.
I suggested just calling him Zombie.
You want to call him Giselle?
Just call him Bone Daddy.
That's
Gertrude.
still two.
Just make it one. No space.
It'd be Bone.
Yep, and as soon as you summon your first skeleton warrior, you're gonna call him like Big Bone Daddy.
I like it. Yeah, give him a little growth.
or
Big Bone Daddy.
Big Boner Daddy or whatever.
All right. Be Aaron's zombie up. Aaron's zombie guy. Little
What
dirty
the
dice. Just the R and the exclamation needed to be together and away from the one. And you're good to go.
Oh. Yeah,
Okay.
so what? You got me talking about names for shit. I lost track of what I was typing.
I'll take full credit for that one. It was a little distractimulation. Ooh, but it was worth it.
Lord.
It was worth it.
Or
Very nice.
fucking Bone Daddy over here has gotten more nat 20s so far than I've ever gotten playing D&D.
Look, not a gift
18
horse in the mouth.
18 points of damage
That's huge.
as I stab him directly in the chest, missing his heart.
Yeah, guy's
Have
taken
a
some severe pain so far.
Regardless.
Yeah,
That'll
and he's
be-
getting hit by radiant, so he's not fucking healing that shit back.
Mhm.
That'll be Bone Daddy's turn.
All right, at the top of the order here, let's take a quick break. We're gonna roll on through this one, guys. Try and get through this battle. So next session, at the beginning of it, it's just fresh RP after the aftermath of the battle. Maybe even a little bit at the end of the session here for that too. But let's take our quick 5-minute break, and just want to say again, sorry for being 15-20 minutes late to the session today with all my technical difficulties.
Oh, good.
All right,
Nothing you can do.
we'll catch you guys in
Not a damn thing.
5 or 10 or whatever you guys need. However long it takes you to pee or poop.
If we're talking pooping, I'm gonna be gone for 30 to 45 minutes.
You gotta don't read the newspaper in there. Just squeeze one out and get back over here.
Bone is the worst enemy.
So glad Imelda isn't here for this session.
That,
You animals.
that is-
We're in the
That is
midst of
without
battle
animal.
with vampires. I'm describing people getting eviscerated. I think I've said worse tonight.
Indeed.
And dropping deuces. Alright, I'll be right back.
It would seem that I did not even need to cast mirror image on myself.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
We're almost to the other side.
I didn't even need to cast mirror image on myself. I just had to have faith in my undead screen.
Yeah, sometimes it's just about putting a wall in front of yourself. Sometimes that wall is flesh and bone.
Well, I wasn't sure how hard this vampire spawn was gonna hit, and if he was just gonna be like, "Hi, bitch, slap your undead for 29 or 30 damage." Like, oh, well, he's gone.
Lucky us, because that would suck to have to deal with.
Oh yeah, because they both have either at 30 or less than 30 HP.
Multi attack, blam blam, 60 damage.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. That's why I went ahead and threw up the mirror image. But this Bone Daddy having a AC of 18 is really helpful.
Yeah, I looked up one of those artifacts I got, and out of character, I think you're gonna like the one that Corvus found.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Oh, what artifact did we find?
I'm metagaming out of character. Don't get pissy with me.
No, I'm just wondering because when they're like, we found something.
Yeah, we found stuff in the house.
Yeah.
We have at least
Excited.
2 unidentified items currently.
Oh, okay.
I am excited to learn
That's-
what item you're speaking of and why I would like it.
I mean, you'll know what it is as soon as we rest. You know, use your ritual or whatever. It's 10 minutes, whatever.
Yes. The good thing is next
I would tell you what
level-
it was. I forgot what the name is. I would say it, but
What does it do?
it gives undead people 6 charge. It's a 6 charge amulet that if you're undead, or anyone can use it, and it lets you dimension door as an action, and you get 6 charges. But if you're undead, you
Damn.
don't take any of the penalties from it.
I
Wow.
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He told me it was from the what was it?
Of Annihilation.
That's it. Yep.
Yep.
Well, that
I
sounds
know exactly what
interesting.
you're talking about. It's a pretty baller item that I was looking at myself, and I was like, oh wait, I'm not. Fuck.
Damn. But somebody is.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's cool.
How fortuitous for me and my non-beating heart.
Yeah. You will never need to memorize a Misty Step or a Dimension Door again.
Yeah, I can get rid of Misty Step.
Alright, I got a Gatorade. I snorted some table salt and sugar, a nice fine mixture of it, and I am now awake.
Alrighty.
I wish that worked.
Is that code?
No,
then.
it's code for I didn't
It
do that. I did drink
It
some.
sounds like
I did drink some
code.
mysteriously deceiving Gatorade. It's lemonade flavored. Thought it was lemon lime. Real sneaky.
Oh,
Tastes like lemonade, not like lemon lime. There is a distinct
Yes.
difference for you non-Gatorade drinkers.
oh yeah. Go snort you a line of gamer fuel and then come back.
I mean, cocaine is gamer fuel too, but whatever.
Cocaine
Much
is
more
the adult version of gamer fuel.
Yeah, it is.
Much more.
It's
Alright now, let's not talk about drug usage on the Twitch stream.
there isn't?
Good way to
Oh,
get him
I'm-
banned forever.
Forgive me for not keeping Twitch's rules in mind.
I'm just trying to have fun conversations with adults. Twitch police ruin it.
Are we still waiting on anyone?
I'm
I
back.
don't know.
Nope, doesn't seem like it.
Everybody is here.
Yeah.
So it's my turn. All right.
Ooh.
So, seeing as now the way has freed itself to get that bloodsucker leech out of the way, I'm going to go up and strike at the, what's it called, the vampire guard. Oh, that's going to be 27 to hit.
Almost
Nice.
a crit there. Almost a crit. That will definitely hit.
Yeah. So that's going to be a 14 points of damage. I'm going to strike with my dagger. That's also going to hit for an extra 1 damage.
Ooh.
Total of 15 points of damage.
Don't worry, I have a short sword that you could use for your offhand if you want.
Yeah, I'll probably gonna have to switch.
Hey,
Well,
it's 2 more points of damage.
Well,
potentially.
actually, no, because once I get to my next level of bard, I'm gonna be a bard of swords, so I have dueling. So I'm gonna have to have one weapon only in my hand.
Oh, you'll give it up. Okay.
Full of 15 damage.
Yeah, 15.
Got it.
And also, normally, you should not, if you're casting spells and your focus is not your sword, you're not supposed to be using your swords to fight.
Yep. there's one, kind of two classes that are good at doing both.
Let's go with a sword bard that can do it.
Yeah, getting
Mhm.
decent damage on your offhand attack has been made annoyingly difficult.
3 classes that can do it, and Sword
Yeah.
Bard, Hexblade, Warlocks, and Blade Singers.
Everybody
what
else?
about Rangers? Didn't they used to get ambidextrous or whatever? Like, come on.
It doesn't matter. It's about casting the spell.
Is that the end of your turn there, Jack?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I thought I'd say it. Oh, sorry about it.
No worries.
Ragnar.
And that should be Kragnar up.
Ragnar strike at guy that is vampire. Do I have flanking again, or do I need to roll for do a reckless attack?
Who are you attacking?
A vampire guy with white face, pointy ears.
No, that's hard to mean.
He's surrounded as fuck.
If you mean Vampire Guard 1, yeah, I'd say so.
Sorry,
Yes.
hold on one second here. You said something reckless attack. I lost it.
Oh, do I have advantage? Am I flanking Vampire Guard 1, or do I need to roll with a reckless attack?
No, you're flanking
Okay.
with one of those wolves. Yep.
So,
Ragnar
Oh.
fight with wolves. Okay, here we go. Here's strike number 1. Wait a second. I accidentally pressed something. Okay, here we go. Strike number 1. Yar. Ooh, very bad. That is a miss with a 6 to hit.
oof.
Ouch.
It happens. It happens sometimes.
One and a
Yeah.
2.
They
Great
do
weapon
be
master
happening.
giveth, and it taketh away. There we go. That is a 23 to hit. So he
That is definitely
gets him with
a
a second attack.
Yep.
For 24 slashing. Bonus action frenzied rage, third attack. Spin move. And striking. Here we go. Okay. Feel good about this. A 22 to hit.
That is
Wait,
gonna hit.
did it take the deduction? Did it take? Yeah, it did. Okay.
It's like 20.
For 20 damage, yep.
Yeah.
20 more slashing.
All right, 22, 24, and 20, 44 total.
Yes.
That is going to mystify. Well, that'll be our new adjective for that. the vampire spawn.
It is a fitting one for Barovia, no doubt.
You know what? Actually, I apologize. That's not going to mystify the vampire spawn.
Yeah, these guys don't do that, right?
Mm-mm.
He's still up.
He's not up. What happens to him at the moment is he shrivels to the ground.
Can I
I
sprinkle
can't.
holy water on him?
You can.
Ragnar will sprinkle holy water on him.
Spawns don't get to do that.
Yep.
They wish they did.
I will mark a vial of holy water off my inventory.
They're kind of a vampire larvae.
Don't worry, I have a feeling Father Albright's got a stash.
And that's it. Ragnar is complete. Round finished.
Vampire Slave.
Slayer.
You want to be called the Vampire Slayer now? I guess you've earned it. Although I suppose we got to stake some of these fools in their coffins first to be technical.
Technical hunters. Huntors. A lot of wolves over here.
Yeah, they're doing
Alright.
good, aren't they? They're all alive.
Turn the tide. Turn the tide.
I'm still bothered by the pesky rats. Father Albright is going to direct a kick in the direction of the rat swarm.
They're clearly getting on his nerves.
Yeah, and that is a 17 to hit, which we'll roll the damage for before I switch over to the vampire guards there. Oh, not that.
What?
It got real quick.
Ah,
It's a little dyslexia happening there.
Like, yes, 26 plus 6 is
It's
30.
yeah. It's like what is a D26? I did D26 instead of 2D6, and it didn't like that. All right, that should be 16. That's more.
D26.
D26, like the Mighty Ducks.
It's like
Part
a
2.
Star Wars droid.
It could also be a droid. I like it. D262. And that is Vampire Guard, who should be out of there. I think I removed Vampire Spawn on accident. So let me just look at his turn order real quick and we'll be good. Remove Vampire Guard. Okay, shift to the next turn, which would be our rat friends packed up behind Father Albright. Still pesky as ever, even after a good kicking. Let's see how the dice roll for them today. Apparently still suffering from some contusions and perhaps concussions. Kick of Father Albright. They clumsily bite at his ankles and miss. That should be Aaron up.
Alright. Gonna step to the side right here. Cast Scorching Ray to Vampire Spawn 1. $25.
Oh man, that's a big hit. See those 3 2d6s? Good luck with that roll. Just do 66 like you did last time. Probably smart. Maths is the way to go.
let's go see some sixes.
Oh,
Wow.
God! Whoa!
Oh, weak, dude. Suck ass.
Not the last
Suck
one we
ass,
had.
dude.
Yeah, 75% of my dice rolled off the table.
Do-
8
Roll
damage.
roll 2 more d6. I just morbid curious. Roll 2 d6 because I want to see what fireball you would cast if you had done that.
Like statistically, I don't even think that would be possible normally.
You got 1 6 in there. So with 2 dice, you did more than with 6.
What the fuck?
17. You did 17 damage fireball. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Let's see. Then I'll roll my future undead.
2 1 1 1 2 1.
D 20 plus 8. 23. Seven damage, and I need another con saving throw from Vampire Spawn 1.
The dice
Please,
just hate you, bro.
Yeah.
It's a 15.
Ah, he fails. He's now
Hey.
paralyzed.
Dice Christ shines upon you ever so slightly.
For as much good as it'll do. Cool. I've been trying to pull this off the entire session, so Vampire Spawn 1 is paralyzed, and that will be my turn. My turns.
Worth it. It's worth it.
Well, yeah, it's about to be great, because I think the paralyzed condition is an auto crit, isn't it, Gan?
If you hit, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
It doesn't give advantage in itself, though. Huh, yeah.
2 of
Oh, no, it
2
does.
of
I'm
them are
wrong.
gonna.
No, I see it. It's in the second line of the second thing. I see it.
Hmm.
So you get advantage and a crit if you hit, yeah. God, paralyzed is awesome.
It only takes an act of God to get
I know, right?
both
That's the
Constitution
tough one.
saving
Oh,
throws
person.
failed.
Yeah, you just gotta be within range.
That'll be my turn.
Always excluding ranged attacks. What's with that?
Well,
Cheap.
thank you very much, Aaron.
Game balance,
I'm about to fucking crit the shit out of this vampire.
All right.
Yeah. You're against undead.
Alright, I see Marco is still standing over here, and he is catching Corvus's eye. And I insulted my bow last time, and it helped me, so let's hope I don't have to do that this time. And he knocks the silver arrow, and let's fly. And he misses. And Corvus is going to insult his bow again. He's going to say, "God damn this piece of junk." And, yeah, he insults the bow again, and what do you want to bet I roll a crit again next turn?
Is there,
All
a,
right.
is there a bow floating around
Right here.
somewhere that's held by my
use your crossbow.
mage
Right, yeah.
hand?
Right here. Oh, it's not held by Mage Hand. Mage Hand gimped the catch,
Yeah.
remember? It's,
Oh, yeah.
And it clattered to the floor after that. There was no action taken. So it sits on the floor right here.
Alright, Corvus is going to make a shrill whistle into the air, and all of the wolves suddenly turn and rush at Marco.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Nice description.
Very nice.
16? No?
16 is going to miss. 20 hits, though.
Number 3.
See a 20 in there.
Dude, who's spamming the chat?
21.
That's 4 attacks.
22.
5. Another hit. Oh my god. That was 6. Number 7 is another hit. And last attack is a miss. I will add the damage, and now my turn is over.
I have no idea. All those are different dice rolls. They're just d20 plus 4, d20 plus 2, d20 plus 4, d20 plus 4, d20 plus 2, d20 plus 4.
I proofreaded them this time. They're all right.
Yeah, it looks good to me. I mean, 4-4-2, 4-4-2 is the pattern, looks like. Can't even determine how many hits that is. It looks like, I think, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Wow. Okay.
5. I think I got
43 damage is the sum.
5 in there.
Jeez, dude.
Yep, that's 5 hits
Nice.
for 43 total.
Ooh. Alright, and that's
I threw
on
them all in the
Marco.
calculator, yep. Well, that's a new record hit for Corvus.
On
So
Marco.
I'm still not going to beat Ragnar, though. Even with 8 wolves.
And that's on Marco, right?
Yeah, that was all on Marco.
Yeah, Marco is mystified.
They moved over there too. So if you guys were relying on the wolves for flanking, never mind. You guys are gone. Oh, he hated that. Dude's like, no. Man, I have a feeling these wolves are gonna have like a grudge against Corvus at this rate.
Well, it
These
looks
vampires.
like with only the vampire spawn remaining,
Paralyzed.
and paralyzed at
Paralyzed,
that,
yeah.
exactly. You guys just carry on the beating here. Yevgeny sprinting outwards of town at this point. We'll just send him another.
How far is Evgeny away?
He
I got
is.
one more jab.
Let's see.
I got it. You don't worry about it. You do your description. I don't need to ask you to do that. I have my own measuring tool.
Yep. Thank you.
We're good.
And
Stop it.
well, he is.
Oh, he's in range,
he's
baby.
moving right now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's gonna be further at the time that you're gonna be able to throw a javelin. You can't take any kind of attack of opportunity on him at the moment.
I'd be pretty broken if I could take an opportunity attack at this distance.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why it's pertinent, but that's what I'm saying. Carrying on. Yeah,
Although I remember the first time. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
you're all good. He's just gonna run, like I said, further out of town towards the west gate.
Out of range. I think Kragnar's sad.
Who do we have left to kill?
A single vampire spawn is all that remains. Brahm is huddled in a corner over by one of the entryways over there, but he doesn't look to be trying to engage anybody in a fight. Yep, that seems fair. Oh boy. Oh boy. It should be Artemine up next.
Alrighty then. So this guy's paralyzed.
Yeah.
Meaning I get advantage on him. And if I hit him, I crit him.
Yeah. He's just sitting there like a mute, like a mime.
I think I'm gonna enjoy this.
Maybe a little too much, yes.
I'm going
You
to
also
enter
get advantage.
this
Yeah,
proxy.
if you have anything that makes him roll strength or dexterity saving throws, it'll be a automatically fail. So if you want to grapple him, that's fun. Just make him your bitch.
Yeah.
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 Alright.
WWF
So-
shit.
I rolled a 25 to hit. It is just gonna crit.
Yep.
Alright, so there's the sword, 11 damage, 2d8s, 4d6,
Noise.
another 25 damage,
Um,
and
that'll
then
do it if you
did
want
see
to.
the dead?
Yeah.
he's dead.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you quit beating a dead vampire, man.
He wants to beat the damage record. Let him try.
You don't mystify him again because he's a spawn. He simply falls to the ground, sort of kind of like writhing at this point from that attack.
Yeah.
But he is incapacitated more than he already was.
It would have only been 1 damage anyway.
He's double incapacitated. Oh boy. Oh, you just had to paralyze before he died, didn't you?
I just really stuck that knife in there and
Yeah.
twisted it.
Hey, it's
We
fair.
need to try that. We need to
Dude,
try that on the whole vampires.
I have been trying to get that paralyze off the whole session.
Well,
So
hey,
it's
right
behind-
there.
It's behind 2 Constitution saving throws.
Because
That
yeah,
is
there's
too
no
rough.
point in trying to do that with an enchantment spell, but if you could find another way,
Alright,
Yeah, that
and
was a spell.
All
It might
right,
be
and
burning
so, is there anything left on the field?
nope. At this
No?
point, it's all friendlies besides Brahm. But Yevgeny's far enough away, I think, where if you guys don't want to pursue him, the danger has fled.
I have an idea. I could mind spike him.
Ooh, Yevgeny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would work.
Can you see him?
Well,
I could chase him down.
I was gonna say if he can get to him, if you get to an angle where you can see him, he can be within visual range.
Yeah, I think that'd be my next plan. I'm gonna hustle my 80 or my 40 feet, and then I'm going to Misty Step another 30 to engage the pursuit. Said he ran down this hallway, right?
Yeah, and I would say from that angle, through the bushes, you can see his head. Because I can see it. Pretending to be your head.
His mini ain't popping up for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't see him anywhere.
I can drop a pin for you guys here. Maybe you can't see him. Your mini might not have line of sight in terms of tail spire rules.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nope.
I don't know. That's cool.
Downhill a little bit.
Tail Spire using line of sight.
Yeah, tail spire does do that. So like if you can't
That's
see
cool.
a mini right
Yeah,
there
bro.
from where you're at, it's
Yeah.
saying you cannot see him.
Yeah.
Which, you know,
Well,
I'll defer to the good
yeah,
old
bro.
tail spire ruling. We're paying its
Yeah.
services.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I couldn't
elevation
do it.
messing with you there.
I couldn't do it this round anyway. I've already casted a leveled spell.
Would probably be the easiest way to figure that out in future references too, so it makes most sense, I think.
Well, just go ahead and follow him over there. It doesn't seem like he's got anywhere in particular to go.
Ragnar will check on Ismark.
Yeah, same thing. And Tarok's going to call to our meetings, just go like, let him go. There's more important things to do right now.
Alright, yeah. Artemine halts in his tracks, assesses the battlefield, and sheathes his blade.
Well, taking that cue, and I suppose I'll end combat here with only Brahm, like I said, cowering in the corner by one of the nearby buildings.
So if you guys don't mind, I'd end the game there. It's kind of past midnight over here.
I gotta go too.
Absolutely.